The Grandview Bank pregame show starts now, only on ZebraSportsNetwork.com.
Welcome into Grandview High School. Welcome into ZebraSportsNetwork.com, and welcome into our coverage. Homecoming night here in Grandview. Brad Allred, Dan Vaughn with you. Josh Boop will be along here in a moment as we get you set tonight for the Zebras, an Inspired Vision homecoming game. Dan, let's talk about the Grandview defense right off the top. I'm looking here, and in the month of October, they've given up a well, they haven't given up a point in the month of October.
97 points scored, 0 allowed the last 2 ball games, and yes, 236 and 13 the last 4 ball games. That's getting it done right there. I don't care who you're playing. That's getting it done defensively.
I don't even think that Ryan Ebner could come up with something to complain about given those numbers. The defense playing at a very high level at the moment.
They really are, and that's been the impressive thing, even against, going back last week to 3 weeks ago against Maypearl. I mean, they set the tone. The offense obviously steals the show here. It's a lot of fun things to watch offensively, but defensively, boy, these guys are solid, and they're really rounding to form. It'll be interesting to see, can they keep this shutout streak alive?
Yeah. Let's welcome in Josh Boop, who was out last week. Josh back tonight. He's down on the field with us this week. And, Josh, this team, as we mentioned, playing on all cylinders right now. And for the Grandview Zebras tonight, while the outcome might already be determined against a team like Inspired Vision who isn't quite the caliber of a Grandview, it'll be important for the Zebras to keep their focus tonight, because after tonight, heading into the last 3 weeks of the regular season, there's some monumental football to be played.
It's all our focus is going to – can y'all hear this or no?
Yeah, we got you.
We got you.
Okay, sorry. All this new technology, guys.
Technology.
But I think the focus really is a lot of this during practice this week. It's going to be practice, next week, so on and so forth, because they are trying to stay prepared for the next 3 weeks of the season and get prepared for the playoffs. The test tonight is just going to be continue to do the things that they do well, continue to run the ball, and then obviously stay injury-free.
Yeah, and Josh, to add to that, another important piece to this is, as we learned last week, it doesn't totally go unscathed, right? Cade Gann, big injury, out for the season. You hate to see that, and we'll talk to Coach Ebner more about that a little later on, courtesy of Buck Realty. But not only is the outcome, obviously, you want a certain outcome, but you also want to try to stay health-free, and Zebras are going to try to look to do that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of the obstacles that you run into as a head coach, especially at this. I mean, when you get to the 5 and 6A level, your rosters are a lot more expanded. And when you have this, you have a lot of guys that play both ways, and it's just walking that fine line of, hey, when's the right time to make changes and when's the right time to not, and losing kids like Cade. It's a big blow to the team. But, any Ryan Ebner team is able to kind of overcome those type of things.
Now I got to ask, my last question for you here in the pregame is, we're going to add another little caveat tonight. This is for the listeners. We brought you replay. We brought you Josh from the sideline. We're going to bring Ryan Ebner into the picture tonight, because as we go to halftime tonight, Josh is going to be down there on the field, and he is going to have a word with Ryan Ebner on his way to the locker room. 2-part question here, Josh. Part number 1, are you scared to death based on, hey, is he going to be a happy guy? And number 2, do you already know what kind of questions you're going to ask him?
Not scared at all of Coach Ebner. It's not that he's not intimidating, but he's a competitor, and so I think we can find common ground on that. And then as far as the question goes, I don't know. Maybe we need somebody to kind of message in if they've got a question. It's watching at home, or if not, I'm pretty sure we can come up with something. But I think that in the following weeks it'll be a little bit different type of conversation at halftime other than tonight.
Well, we're certainly excited to have Josh down there on the field to bring that interview with Ryan Ebner. And Dan, I'm glad Josh is doing it, because yes, I would be scared to death.
I'd be a little nervous.
Yeah, because I know how that guy can be when even the littlest of things aren't going his way. I don't want to be the one to interview him at halftime.
No, hey, Josh, good for you, sir. Good for you. We're safely up here, hitting away.
Yeah, Dan and I are safe. Josh is in the firing lines. But no, Josh does a great job. We're certainly excited to have him on the sideline tonight. Hey, we got a lot to get to, a little time to do it. So we're going to step aside, pay a couple of bills. When we return, courtesy of our friends from Shamrock Tube and Hose, we're going to have our Classroom Champion feature. Dan, you got a chance this week to sit down with Carter Collins.
Man, Carter Collins, champion in every sense of the word. I mean, he is on the field, off the field.
In the classroom.
Classroom. Really interesting stuff. I want you guys to hear his project was really good that they did last year in this business class of his. It's high sports stuff. You'll enjoy it.
Carter Collins coming up next on ZebraSportsNetwork.com. John Houston Homes and Trinity Oaks Mortgage are excited to be building and financing new homes right here in Grandview. Located off of Gilliam and Kreiner Streets, they have new homes starting in the 340s. Floor plans range from 1,500 square feet to over 3,000 square feet. You can build from the ground up and go to the design studio to customize your home, or choose from some great move-in ready homes. Either way, they have lots of options for your growing family's needs and goals. You can get a new home with no down payment with USDA financing through Trinity Oaks Mortgage. They also have other loan programs from FHA, VA, conventional to help you qualify and get that dream home you've been looking for without having to leave the community you love. John Houston Homes and Trinity Oaks Mortgage are open this weekend and 7 days a week. So they invite you to come out and see them at their model home at 309 Tyler Street, or call them at 866-512-9418.
Looking to put a new cedar picket fence around your pool? Need something aesthetically pleasing that won't restrict your view? Maybe you're in need of agricultural fencing. Whatever your needs entail, we encourage you to give Cleburne Fence a call today. Contact former Grandview Zebras Jason Allen and Ryan Britton at 817-645-3348. They're proud to support the Grandview student athletes, and we're proud to call them our partners. Visit them online at cleburne.net or give Cleburne Fence a call today at 817-645-3348 and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Hey Zebra fans, Brad Allred here with the Zebra Sports Network. And are you ever like me and want that coffee or delicious smoothie, but you're too lazy to go too far to get it? Well, our problems are solved. Entwined Grounds, a coffee and smoothie bowl food truck serving Johnson County and the surrounding areas. They're located at 901 East Kreiner Street in Grandview. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to noon. Contact them today at 903-229-3308. Entwined Grounds, a longtime partner with Zebra Sports Network. For over 20 years, B&C Exteriors has specialized in roofing, siding, windows, skylights, and gutters for residential customers across Texas and Oklahoma. Being locally owned and operated, B&C Exteriors have been Zebra supporters for over 40 years. Now that we're moving our way into fall, now is the perfect time to get a free estimate on your new roof. Contact my good friend Bill Dudley today at 817-866-4897 and let him know the Zebra Sports Network sent you. Hey Zebra fans, now's your chance to get your hands on the same shirts you see your Zebra Sports Network broadcasters wear. We want to thank our friends from Chaparral Golf Company for fitting us in our official gear in 2023. Chaparral Golf Company has quality shirts that you can wear for a day on the links or a night out with friends, with many great selections available. Go place your order today at chaparralgolfco.com and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Let's welcome Salon 050 to the Zebra Sports Network team. Ladies, if you're looking for a quality salon experience that you don't have to travel far for, consider Salon 050 to get you looking your best. Whether you are in need of a cut, color, root touch-up, or a new style, Salon 050 has you covered. And guys, you're covered too. Drop by 203 South 1st Street in Grandview for a fresh cut that will turn heads. Don't wait. Make your appointment today by calling Amanda Scarber at 817-441-3800 and let her know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Zebra pregame show continues where the Zebras play on this homecoming Friday. It's that time again. It's our Classroom Champion, brought to you by Shamrock Tube and Hose. Our Classroom Champion this week is Carter Collins, a senior tight end, basketball center, baseball, do it all. And gosh, what do you not do, Carter? You do everything, my friend. It's good to see you and having a great year. Congratulations on your senior year. First off, man, you are a busy, busy guy. How do you make time to not only do the things you do on the field, but off the field as well? You're a swamp, man.
Yeah, it is a lot. Finding time, there's not much of it. So any free time, you use it all. Just pack things on and keep it going.
Yeah, I kind of joked before we came on the air that you drive the bus too. I know you don't do that, but you really do a lot of things. You got your National Honor Society, you got the Accounting Club. You're also, we're going to talk about in a moment, the Professionals Club as well. But that's a lot of stuff to do. I mean, it's a challenge because your day, your day begins early. It finishes late. How do you find time to rest? I mean, do you ever prop your feet up and say, gosh, I got 5 minutes here?
No, it's usually just the night at time I sleep. It's about all the time I got.
Well, it is a challenge being a classroom champion and doing the things you do for the Zebras. First off, we all know what you do in the field, leading receiver this year. I love what you do in basketball. I just was so fired up last year watching you hit home runs in baseball. I mean, I jumped out of the broadcast booth and I'm pretty easily excitable. So you've done that for us. But in the classroom, you've excelled as well academically. What is the key focus for you? Why is that important for you?
I think sports aren't always going to be there, and it sets up a good future. And I'm competitive, so I like to be up there in academics as well because I'm also like top 10% already, and then I like beating people in sports and in academic classroom. So.
When those grades come out, I mean, I know I've seen you're a very competitive guy. I've seen you pull down rebounds and I've seen you hit the home run with the arms up. I've seen you make great catches and great tackles. When you get those grades out, do you do any kind of pumped up? Or are you kind of calm when those grades come out?
Calm, just keep it there. Don't let it go any lower.
Gotcha. A great year for the Zebras in the football field so far, and I was really impressed with this Business Professionals Club that you're the president of, not just a member, you're the president. What is the Business Professionals Club and what do you guys do there at school? So
the Business Professionals, last year I was a member, and you can either get an individual event, you get a group event, you can choose. Last year I had a group event, and we were given the economic research team, and our topic was why the Raiders moved from Oakland to Las Vegas. So we were given the chance to dive in and see what was the economic purpose of moving and what helped them and why Las Vegas was the reason for that. And then we made it to state in that, and we had a pretty good topic. It was me, Tyler Pointer, Peyton Holmes, and Caden Emery. But for BPA, there's a bunch of different things you could choose. It could be the medical field, technology. We have like presentations or individual groups. That's like accounting and stuff. But it's really just, it takes business into group. It gives you the basics of it and allows kids to get going in high school that are interested in doing it as a career down the future.
I love that topic, what you guys did. I mean, being a sports guy myself, and did you learn anything exciting or different that you didn't expect to learn from that experiment? Because I mean, that's a big deal. NFL teams moving to a new market. Did you gain any new insight into sports from that?
Not as much as the sports is just like the thought process that goes into like a team finding the right city for them. And the Oakland Raiders, Oakland just wasn't doing anything for them with money-wise and giving them any reason to stay. So they were on the move, and Las Vegas felt like they were the place. They offered them every chance to come there, and it's been going pretty well for them since. The revenue was like, I think it was their first year was almost $200 million more.
Wow. That's amazing.
So
that's amazing.
Big increase for them. Smart decision.
Yeah. Now, for this year, do you guys have a project like that in line? Is there something that you guys are working on now?
Oh, we are the same team, same group, but we have a different one that's not as fun, but it's stock markets. So we were looking, I forgot what about stock markets, but we're looking at like stock markets and like the advantage of them and all that.
Wow. Stock markets. Well, the Zebra stock is rising right now here in homecoming. We'll take a quick timeout in the pregame show. He's our classroom champion. He's Carter Collins. I'm Dan Vaughn. More on the pregame show right after this.
Welcome Shamrock Tube and Hose to the Zebra Sports Network. Shamrock Tube and Hose can create or replicate any brake hose or tube to your exact specifications. They can provide hoses for any type of car, truck, SUV, bus, trailer, motorhome, golf cart, forklift, and more. Providing fast, friendly, and dependable hydraulic and automotive hose repair or replacement. Go pay them a visit at 3220 North Main Street in Cleburne. Call them today at 817-980-3032.
Pregame show rolls along. It's our Classroom Champion segment. Carter Collins is our Classroom Champion, brought to you by Shamrock Tube and Hose. They're in Cleveland, our good friends there, supporting our Classroom Champions. And Carter, who's a football, basketball, baseball, and involved in the business club. We're just talking about also NHS and the accounting club, too. You're also involved in those two projects, or not projects, yes. Those two groups. Yes. Tell us about those two.
The NHS one is really about the community service and giving back to the community. The recent one we did was the canned food drive that everybody brought a certain amount. We donated to the canned food drive. So we do a lot of projects like that. In Christmas, I think we write Christmas cards to like what are they called? Like the elders, the elderly homes and stuff like that. Sure. And then we just do more donations to more community. We'll go out and clean up trash and stuff like that, just help the community. And then for the UIL accounting, I was on a team with Tyler Pointer, Caden Emery, and Diesel Davis, and we won. We were actually the district champs in it.
Wow.
We won the district, but accounting is kind of like a little branch of BPA, but UIL compete with everybody else, other teams, instead of just a club version. But we were able to – our teacher, Ms. Creasy, and she helps a lot, or we would be confused on those.
You mentioned teachers in their school, and I got to ask you, as far as obviously coaches have had a lot of influence. You've got a lot of coaches that you've been involved with. Are there any teachers that you look up to that maybe have been a big influence for you in your academic career?
I would say Ms. Creasy is definitely one of them, since she's on the business prize of it, and I've had her all 4 years, and she's helped from freshman year up, and we're actually at our practicum class now, so we have her for 2 periods, and she's able to like teach us, and she works hard as well because she does all the spirit stuff. So she like we also have like a spirit shop, which allows us to run a business through the school, and that also teaches a little bit of business.
The Zebra Nation's special. I mean, I say this all the time. I'm newbie, but I've seen it firsthand broadcasting on the Zebra Sports Network. From where you sit, what makes the Zebra Grandview experience so special? It's such a close group. What makes it so special to be a part of the Zebra Nation?
I think it's the small town. We're all real close. Everyone knows. Everybody goes through everything together. Everybody's ups and downs together. No one's left out. We just go through it all together and just keep on going with everyone.
You're now being a senior. There was a time you weren't a senior. You were probably one of those youngsters down there on the fence watching the big Zebras. Can you believe that it's flown by? Is it flown by for you, or is it slowly, methodically gone by? Because it seems like I know when I was a senior, I look up, well, I'm a senior. Where did it all go? Has time flown by for you, or do you still miss those days you're on the fence there watching the big guys?
It has flown by very quickly. I always waited where there's stripes on the helmet and right to the zebra head, and it's gone by quick.
It has gone by quick. You got plans, of course. Have you had a chance to really formulate what you want to do down the road? Have you got anything set up concrete-wise for you right now?
Not concrete, but I was thinking of doctor of osteopathic. That's kind of the road we're heading down towards, so that'd probably be the future there.
Have you made any plans for next year yet, or those are still kind of in the weeds a bit?
Those are still in the weeds, waiting on the baseball, see how that one goes.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to seeing it too. As a baseball guy, Brad and I are baseball guys. Final thing, all right, let's say you do have some time. We give you, all right, I'm giving you some time. I've suddenly got authority there at Grandview, and I'm giving you as much time just to get away for a day. What is Carter Collins going to do to get away from it all for one day? What are you going to do?
Are we thinking leaving the town or just staying at home?
No books, no study, no workout. What are you going to do just to kind of relax and say, just prop your feet up? What are you going to do? You got a whole day to do it, so what are you going to do?
It would definitely be go someplace quiet just to rest for the day. Either sleep or just sit there, just something peaceful that's not hectic always. But I don't know if I have a specific place I'd go yet, but just somewhere quiet.
Somewhere quiet. All right. Well, hey, appreciate your time as always. And we're so proud of you. You are a classroom champion and just love watching what you do. You're such a leader in our community. And go get him on homecoming, my friend.
Thank you.
That's Carter Collins. He is our classroom champion, our Zebra Network classroom champion right there. Brought to you by Shamrock Tube and Hose. Pregame show continues. You're tuned to the Zebra Sports Network.
Hunley Hydraulic Sales and Service is your number one stop for all your hydraulic needs. Located at 3220 North Main Street in Cleburne, they're standing by ready to help you today. Whether you're in the need of hose, fittings, or hydraulic component sales and repair, Craig Hunley and the folks at Hunley Hydraulic have been taking care of their customers since 1982. Give them a call today at 817-558-4961 and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you. Welcome Shamrock Tube and Hose to the Zebra Sports Network. Shamrock Tube and Hose can create or replicate any brake hose or tube to your exact specifications. They can provide hoses for any type of car, truck, SUV, bus, trailer, motorhome, golf cart, forklift, and more. Providing fast, friendly, and dependable hydraulic and automotive hose repair or replacement. Go pay them a visit at 3220 North Main Street in Cleburne. Call them today at 817-980-3032. If you're in the market for buying or selling real estate, consider our friends at Buck Realty. Tammy Rydell and her team are a boutique-style real estate firm with an independent brokerage in Grandview that strives to provide a professional, one-of-a-kind experience for buyers and sellers. Their boutique style focuses on the person, the lifestyle, and the experience. Contact Buck Realty today by calling 817-866-3700. When you visit Grandview Dental, your smile is their top priority. Dr. Collins and her entire team are dedicated to providing you with the personalized quality dental care that you deserve. When you visit their office, you'll experience all that modern dentistry has to offer, including a comprehensive list of dental services to meet the needs of your whole family. They've been taking care of my family since we moved to the area. Let them take care of yours. Grandview Dental is located at 800 East Kreiner Street in Grandview. Contact their office at 817-866-2315 and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you. The Zebra Sports Network is excited to partner with KCW Construction once again this season. KCW Construction, formerly known as Kid Custom Welding, now offers not only all your welding needs, but also construction services, such as tree mulching, land clearing, dirt work, pad sites, culvert and driveway installation, and much more. Give our good friend TJ Kidd a call today at 817-240-3845 or visit them at customweldingtexas.com.
B&B Muffler and Tire of Cleburne, Texas is a trusted wholesaler and retailer of quality mufflers, tires, shocks, wheels, trailer hitches, and more. They also do custom exhaust as well as vehicle inspections. Owners David Self and Brad Early are big Zebras fans, excited about our team. See them today for quick and friendly service. They're located at 402 South Main Street in Cleburne, Texas. You can reach B&B Muffler and Tire at 817-645-5900. CA Stone Dozer Service have been serving the people of Grandview for over 10 years. We offer all types of dozer work, including land clearing, stock tanks, road and driveway repair, as well as address drainage and erosion issues. We also deliver road base, select fill, topsoil, oversized rock, cushion sand, and pea gravel. Give us a call at 817-219-3800. We support our Grandview Zebras, Thundering Herd, and our local first responders.
Welcome back into your Grandview Bank pregame show here on ZebraSportsNetwork.com. Homecoming week here for the Grandview Zebras, and we thought we would add a new little wrinkle, a new little feature, and catch up with some of the great stars of the Grandview past during homecoming week, and no better place to start than Earnest Crownover. EC3 joins us. Earnest, first off, congrats on a good season, man. You put up some highlights. People at home watching. You had the touchdown against Miami, and then the touchdown at AT&T against Arkansas. Kind of catch everyone up with what's going on with you lately.
It's my last season, so I'm just really trying to make the best of it. I just remember me scoring my first touchdown in Grandview. It was actually a counter play. I actually outran my second puller. If anybody knows what a counter play is, probably just scared, trying not to get hit by anybody. But no, it felt good to be in the end zone for my first college touchdown. Yeah.
What's it like? What's it like scoring a touchdown at AT&T? That's crazy. It's almost surreal. I was watching the game live, saw you do it. In fact, a funny story. Of course, you went to school with my two daughters, Allie and Brooke Pruitt. They had a friend here that it was an Arkansas fan that was going to the game that stayed with us that weekend. And I told her on Friday night, I said, one of our Grandview boys is gonna stick it to your Razorbacks tomorrow. And I told her you were going to get in the end zone, and sure enough, you did. What's that like, scoring at AT&T, man? That's crazy.
Man, it really, whenever I caught the ball and scored, it kind of, even my first touchdown didn't really feel real. I always tell people I kind of like blacked out. I just caught the ball and scored, and then I don't really remember what else happened after that. But it's a good feeling to get in the end zone and then just be celebrating with like the rest of your teammates. It's a good feeling.
Talk about your time at Grandview and being in a small school environment, a 3A school, and that's got a lot of positives. When you talk to any Grandview graduate, they talk about that closeness in a small class. How was it for you adjusting from something like that, then going to A&M where, man, you got so many people around, it's crazy, and you being a football player, obviously you're sought after, you get the attention of a lot of people. How was that adjustment for you?
I guess playing at Zebra Stadium, you only play in front of like a few hundred people, and I guess everybody knows who you are. But I guess it's definitely different playing in front of 100,000 people. You can hear it in the stadium. It's kind of crazy. I guess whenever, I don't know, just going from Grandview to College Station, it's definitely a big difference because the fans, obviously, it's definitely a football town just like Grandview is. Especially when people start to realize who you are. It's kind of is like Grandview is similar because people know your name and they actually pay attention to like A&M football, which is really a positive thing. But yeah, it's a dream come true for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, obviously you had aspirations as a kid wanting to excel and go and play college football, and then realizing your dream to do that. You ever pinch yourself in moments like when you're at Kyle Field and there's 100,000 people screaming? You ever just look around and go, wow, this is really happening?
Yeah, all the time. I think I do it almost before every single time we run out to Kyle Field. I know not many people have actually seen it, but whenever you like come out from underneath the tunnel and like you just like see like 100,000 people just like swaying back and forth, it's kind of trippy because it kind of looks like a little illusion, but it's pretty cool. I think it's definitely something that I've always dreamed about.
Now you have a pretty interesting scenario that not a lot of people get to experience, is the fact that it's not just you there. You got one of your brothers there. Meaty's there with you in A&M. How's that experience been different since he got to College Station? And talk about your relationship with your brother playing on the same team.
I mean, we played with each other in my senior year of football, and then basically since he was a freshman in basketball, it's always been pretty good, pretty cool to have at least one of my brothers playing with me. I don't really always joke about like with my teammates and stuff. I don't really know what happened to me because I'm like the only like 6'1", 6'2" brother in the family, and everybody else is like 6'4" and taller. But even here, like people will call me. They'll go because I'm older than Demetrius, and they'll call me Little Big Crown. Mm-hmm, so it's pretty cool just having them here.
What do you being homecoming week, when you think back to your time in Grandview, what do you miss the most?
Thing I miss the most, I think I miss probably the pep rallies. I'd say probably pep rallies. We had the touchdown darlings. I think I had Lexi Gray. Yeah, she had a touchdown darling. I think probably the main thing I miss is probably just playing with my brothers on Friday nights. Yeah, I mean, high school football is definitely big in Texas, especially in Grandview, small town.
Now I got to ask you, as we visit here with Ernest Crownover on ZebraSportsNetwork.com, I can't let you go without asking you about Coach Ebner. So,
Oh yeah,
I want to know, like, obviously you had a close relationship, still do, with him, and he always talks about the thing that makes him the most proud as a coach is seeing players that he used to coach go on and flourish and continue to do well.
yeah.
Talk about the impressions Coach Ebner left on you and your relationship with him.
Yeah, Coach Ebner, man, I kind of miss playing defense for him. It's always been a good feeling whenever we were always on the field and Coach Ebner was calling in signals and telling us what to run. I think I was like the star, maybe. I can't remember exactly what I was. I was a strong safety. So every time he called a strong safety blitz, I kind of knew that like a play was about to be made, or Cam or David or somebody was about to make a play. But yeah, just Coach Ebner, he's always believed in me. Him and Coach Warren, Coach Morphew, like all the good coaches and stuff. Coach Jans, basically the whole coaching staff, they've always, every time I come home, it's always like a warm welcome. I know I haven't been there in a few years. Kind of feels crazy. I've been out of high school for like 5 or 6 years.
Right.
Yeah, but all the coaches, they always welcome me with like a warm welcome whenever I come back. It feels pretty cool.
How's it playing for Coach Jimbo Fisher? Like to give us the inside scoop on Coach Fisher and how your relationship with him.
Yeah, Coach Fisher, he kind of makes a joke about all the people that came back, like the older people, calls us like old vets because we've been here for 4 or 5 years. Some people have been here for 6 years. Yeah, Coach Fisher, he probably knows the most football. Like, I don't think I've ever met anybody that knows more football than him. And his memory and his mind, it's pretty crazy the way that he like remembers. Like, he'll go all the way back to like 2000s and he can tell the exact play, the exact amount of time on the clock, the score, just like how everything is. And he's a really good coach to play for.
We're visiting here with Ernest Crownover on homecoming week on ZebraSportsNetwork.com. Final question for you, Ernest. Obviously, you know, your time is well talked about in College Station, and you have used football as a platform to get your education and get ready to take your next steps in life. Where do you want to talk about, like in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 5 years, and kind of what's your game plan when you get done with school?
So as of right now, obviously my dream has always been to play D1 football, then go to NFL. Mm-hmm. A few people I came here playing running back. I had the option to play linebacker if I wanted to, but I've always been one to like feel like I can play on the offensive side of the ball. People that I kind of see myself playing as like fullback in the NFL is like Alec Ingold from the Miami Dolphins, Kyle Juice, I can't have a say his name, Kyle Juszczyk, I think, from 49ers, and then Reggie from the Buffalo Bills. Those are 3 people that I kind of like try to image my game off of and try to throw my own little sauce in there every once in a while whenever I can. But yeah, that's definitely what I want to do. And then I think after football, I don't really know exactly what I want to do in my life, but hopefully I'm making a lot of money and doing something that I love.
Well, you're going to be successful because you've been successful in everything you do. You're headed to Knoxville today, Rocky Top, headed to Tennessee on Saturday. How you feel about your team's chances going in Knoxville?
I feel pretty good and pretty confident. I'm just glad that I have all my teammates behind me, and I know that I've got their back and then got mine, so I feel pretty confident about what we're going to do.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. I always miss my time calling EC3 touchdowns. I get pretty riled up calling back in the beginning days with Zebra Sports Network. So it's awesome to catch up with you, man. I appreciate you stopping by, spending some time. Last thing, like you mentioned, it's been a minute since you've been able to come back home. Obviously busy down in College Station. Give you the opportunity to kick any shouts out right now. Any shout outs you want to give to anybody in Grandview?
Yeah, my family, my parents, they've always been there for me. They supported me. My grandparents, they've always been there to watch me play. My boy Cam, he's always pushed me. He's been a big motivation in my life if he doesn't know it. But all the coaches, Coach Warren, Morphew, Coach Diaby, Coach Ebner, Coach Yance, Coach Brosmith, just really all of them. Coach Moore, all of them. I just want to thank y'all for everything y'all have done and everything that y'all are going to do for Grandview football and sports in the future.
Well, you're one of the best, man. When you think Grandview, you can't think it without thinking about Ernest Crownover. We appreciate you, my man. Best of luck this week against Tennessee. Look forward to catching up with you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, we'll visit with Coach Ryan Ebner when we return, courtesy of Buck Realty. Your Grandview Bank pregame show rolls on right here on ZebraSportsNetwork.com.
It's Friday night, and you know what that means, Zebra football. Let's go visit with Grandview's head coach, Ryan Ebner, courtesy of Buck Realty.
Back here on ZebraSportsNetwork.com. Big thanks again to Earnest Crownover for the visit here during homecoming week. And now, as we do each and every week, courtesy of our friends from Buck Realty. Contact Tammy Rydell today for all your real estate needs. We visit with head coach, athletic director Ryan Ebner. Coach, another win for your football team last week. Mostly good, one a little bad, and that has to do with an injury. We'll get into that in a moment, but let's talk about the good. Team continues to perform on all cylinders. You play the schedule you're given, but at least from where we sat, we thought it was another crisp performance from your team last week.
Yeah, it appeared so, and we watched the film the same way. It's like you said, there's no doubt you play the teams that are on your schedule, and we went out there and took care of business pretty quickly and were able to get valuable minutes to other guys as well to get out there and contribute to the game. And, again, to me, anytime that you can get reps of any kind, it's only just adding to your value of what you can bring to the team. And I feel like we've got a host of guys on our roster that can do a lot of things for us.
While it was a great win, it didn't come without a blemish, unfortunately, and an injury to Kate Gann. Can you update us there?
I don't know the date exactly, but he'll be having ACL surgery, which, I feel bad for him. He came out this year from basketball and, was just getting better and better as time went on. And, also, like I said, just he plays basketball. So some of that will be in jeopardy, but at the same time, I feel like what he added to our team and hopefully what we brought to him and just the fact that he was able to come play with us, we enjoyed having him. And he's still around, but injury, you're limited on what you can do, but he's a great kid, and we were so fortunate to have him come out this year.
That's got to gut you, I would assume, as a coach. When you see one of your players like they're hurting, you obviously you can't do anything for him per se. Is that one of the toughest things about being a coach?
Yeah, it's 100%, especially when they're seniors, because you only get to go around the world around the sun as many times as you get, and you only let you get to high school once. And there's been times kids want to step away from what they're doing. I'm like, guys, they don't let you come back and redo. You got to take the opportunity that you have at the time and do the most you can with it. And so sometimes injuries happen and they take that from you, but it's like anything else. You just find the good and understand that as you move on to whatever you fill your life with, that any opportunity that you come across, you jump on it because you don't know when things will be different the next time.
Well, thoughts and prayers definitely go out to Kate Gann and his upcoming surgery. Wish him nothing but the best and hope for a speedy recovery. Coach, homecoming week this week, and I know you talked about it in the past. While there can be distractions, I've heard you mention before you want the players to embrace the week and live in the moment and all the festivities that go around that. For those that might not have heard you talk about it before, talk about that school spirit and why you want your players to be involved in all those moments.
Yeah, it's part of it. And in fact, to me, when you think across the United States of how many kids don't have the opportunity to live in a state where they're so invested in sports, especially in the game of football, and when communities really get behind and allow you to do a lot of different things, from the band to our color guard, just all the things, cheerleaders and football play, all that, the parade. And, you think about just on a particular day where a town was shut down and a lot of different things, how, kids come back from colleges and, you see a lot of different faces. To me, it's experience of its own. And to not embrace it, to me, would be a shame, because there's not a lot of kids that have the ability to do that, not only in the United States, but just even people that don't even be around a game of football or even have the opportunities to do stuff like we do, like going to school. And so, there's different things that go on throughout the week. I hope the kids enjoy it. And because at the end of the day, once they get back in the building by 4:30, it's game time, and they know that. And they know it's all right. We're getting taped, we're eating, we're here comes the meetings, and they lock themselves back in. It doesn't take a kid very long to do that. To me, if you make a problem, it is a problem. And if you tell them to embrace it, have fun, but just don't forget there's a game on Friday night. They'll do just that. And you're in such a routine at this point of the year that it typically never affects you.
As we approach this game tonight, and it's a good segue to your point, you want them to enjoy the festivities, but when it's time to go to work, it's time to lock in and go to work, and your team will do that tonight against Inspired Vision here at homecoming week. Last week, you gave us a little wrinkle offensively. We got to see Jaleel Allen experiment a little bit at quarterback, get some time there. Can we expect in a game like tonight you to create more scenarios like that, to put some kids in secondary spots to see what kind of additional skills they bring to the table?
Well, we've done it in the 2 other games before this past one before. It just, when the clock was moving or depending on what was going, the 2 previous one, I think you'd have 3 or 4 different opportunities. And this one, just for whatever reason, lasted longer due to the game. But yeah, you're always trying to see different things, give people different reps, as well as just in case things happen throughout a game. Somebody hurts an ankle in the game, you want to be able to have ideas of what you're doing. And we do that. You watch linebackers move. Sometimes we've taken Kane out, blew over, and just little things like that. There's things you see in practice, or maybe even just talking in the coach's office, and you go, hey, on these games, let's try this at some point and see what it looks like, and just to give ourselves some more knowledge as you get into other games and things happen, so that you can have a quick answer.
I'll tread lightly when I ask this question. With all due respect to Inspired Vision and the teams that you played previously, following tonight, you're going to get back into the meat of your schedule, and the tone will be different. The opponent will be different, with a lot on the line in terms of expectations and things you want your team to accomplish. West, Whitney, and Madison on the horizon to finish the regular season. What will be anything different, or the mindset, will it change any following this week in terms of as you prepare to play some of the most pivotal games in your regular season?
Well, the biggest plus is that we had the charter schools and things like that, those type games in the middle, so that we could finish with some good games at the end. You know that those are there. We've talked about them. We've talked about how, we've got to get better, not only for these games, but just the point differential in the Malakoff game, and, something that lets them know this is what we're looking forward to. And those games have a lot of meaning to them with playoff seeding and things like that. So there's other things going on in the district. You want to handle this one, but at the same time, yeah, you can just tell it's different in the air. The kids know it. They know what the game means and things like that. So there's some things that give you some anxiety and stress, but at the same time, there's a lot of the positive things that give you just the amount of extra load you're putting on the tendencies you come up with and things like that make it a little bit more fun. Like I said, it's anxiety during the week, but at the same time, it's fun to come up with them and the kids execute and know that you are right and things like that. So we're looking forward to those tests, but it also gets you ready for the playoffs. I would be more nervous with some lesser games at the end than some good games, knowing that you're getting yourself tested as you go into the playoffs.
I know you always try to stack that non-district schedule heavy to play some teams to kind of set the tone for when you go into the district season. And you had that earlier this year with Glen Rose and Malakoff. And now as we come into these games coming up against West and Whitney and then Madison at the end, do you feel like your team is in the place you wanted them to be? I don't know if you necessarily draw it up that way to where you say, hey, in week 8, I'd like to be here, or do I feel like we're here or a little bit here? In terms of the maturation process of your team as a whole, as you made your way into this regular season, do you feel like are you at where you want to be heading down the stretch?
I guess as close as I could draw it up for you. I mean, like we've talked all year long, we're a young team. I never had a scale of where I wanted to be on week to week, because they're talking about kids. Kids are different. People are different. You have to sometimes figure out how they learn. You have to figure out what they can handle and can't handle load-wise. And we've figured a lot of that stuff out. And there's kids that have taken their main job, and it's coming pretty easy for them now. And then you're able to add offensive position, or if it's vice versa, defense to offense. And so some kids, like a Carter Collins, you can put him he knows offense and defense like the back of his hand. You can give him 3 or 4 more jobs if you wanted to. And so the biggest maturation I've seen is on the kids that really didn't have a lot of varsity experience. You're starting to see them understand. You can have a statement like, hey, remember in this game, this is what we're doing with this coverage. And they're, oh, got you. You don't have to continue. They're not screwing it up throughout the week and you're trying to fix it. They know at that point, okay, this is what we're doing. And by end of the day, they're asking you questions. Well, what about this? Or could we possibly play this coverage? So we're in a good spot health-wise, just with the amount of games that we've played now with experience under our belt. And there's a lot of guys that have stepped up that maybe we didn't necessarily know for sure. You know, you have a handful of guys, you're like, I think this guy can do this, and this player has the ability to do this, and we're starting to see that come full circle. You think of somebody like an Elijah Dominguez, his play at defensive end has been really, really good for us, and he's learning every single day, but he's got a lot more tools in that tool belt, and he's doing a lot of great things, and his athleticness is something that it's hard to deal with, and as he continues to grow throughout the year, and he's going to be a force.
If you're in the market for buying or selling real estate, consider our friends at Buck Realty. Tammy Rydell and her team are a boutique-style real estate firm with an independent brokerage in Grandview that strives to provide a professional, one-of-a-kind experience for buyers and sellers. Their boutique style focuses on the person, the lifestyle, and the experience. Contact Buck Realty today by calling 817-866-3700. We're visiting here with head coach Ryan Ebner, courtesy of our friends from Buck Realty. Coach, homecoming week, it's kind of twofold, right? It's your players getting to enjoy the moment of all the festivities that surround homecoming week. But on the flip side of that, too, it's almost a tribute to your former players and former students that get to come home. Some of them get to come home and experience this. Some will be watching from afar. We visited earlier here in the pregame show one of your former players, Earnest Crownover, who's doing tremendous things at Texas A&M, playing at the highest of levels in Division I. When you see a kid like that used to play for you, and let's take Earnest Crownover as this example, playing at the highest level, scoring a touchdown, a couple touchdowns this year against Miami and Arkansas in big games. Is that surreal for you to say, oh, man, that used to be my safety, and now here he is toting the rock for the Aggies, playing in the SEC on Saturdays?
Yeah, I mean, it's surreal, but it's also you're proud. I mean, that to me is the biggest thing that I feel. When you're sitting on the back porch on a Saturday afternoon with some of your buddies watching Arkansas and A&M, they just played Alabama as well. I was thinking that. But you see them they're at Jerry World, and like you said, the highest level playing the SEC, and that's a kid that you played or coached, and people that maybe don't know. I've had friends like my in-laws my sister-in-law, they live in England, and you can point out on the TV, I can send them a video, hey, this is the kid. They're like, wow, do you coach that kid? And so you get proud that you were able to be in that person's life. Just like Jimbo Fisher said about what kind of kids they are and the family they grew up in, that you were part of that. Those people. So when a guy on that stage is having that conversation and you can picture those people's faces, it brings a great light to the Grandview community, to their family, and just to the program itself, for all those people who were able to coach him, but all the lives that he's touched, from just elementary kids to the teachers, his classmates, things like that. It just makes you proud to be in that kid's life.
I think the greatest compliment that he could be given, or that he could give, and he told us this earlier here tonight. He said scoring touchdowns at AT&T Stadium is one thing, but the touchdowns that will always remain the closest to him are the ones that he scored at Zebra Stadium. When you hear him say something like that, what does that bring to mind?
Just the kind of person he is, to know that those time that we spent was just as meaningful for him as it was for us. A lot of times those guys get on those big stages and we're the people left on the smaller stage, but to know that that's still in his heart speaks volumes to the kind of person he is, and just the kind of place this place is.
We encourage our fans every week as we end the segment with Ask Coach Ryan Ebner. Coach, I think this is the best one that we got yet. for you this week. One question, but I don't know that it's a simple one, so I'm interested in your answer. It comes to us from Stacy Flood, and I'll just read it in the way that they presented it. It says, ask Coach Ebner if he thinks it's harder to be the playing son of a coach or the coaching father of a son.
I don't care what he thinks. So how about that?
No, he's asking you which you think.
I know. That's my cousin. Stacy's my cousin, by the way. But,
right.
But I was saying I don't care what Easton thinks. So it's harder for me.
But for you though, like
from my standpoint,
yeah, in terms of you played, your relationship, and now twofold your relationship as a coach playing for your son. Talk about the differences between those two and which one was tougher for you.
Well, it's a weird deal as far as you're talking about, but let me make sure I get the question right. You're asking me, do I think it's harder for me dealing with him as a dad or him as a player?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, like you being on the end of playing for a coach, or now your son playing for you, and kind of separated. You hear Deion Sanders all the time talk about how he has moments with his son. In fact, I think they said on our broadcast, he walks down one end of the field with him, and that's dad time. That's being encouraging. Yeah. That's playing the role of the dad. But when they get to the end zone and they turn around on the walk back, he's not dad anymore. He's coach, and it's time to dial it in. Talk about that relationship.
Well, I think it's 100% harder for him playing for me than it was for me playing for other coaches. 100%. Just, I would imagine for him it never ends. But at the same time, what I want him to understand is how proud I am of him, but also just it adds a little something to it. It's little stuff. It's not even on the field stuff. It's walking through the hallways and watching Coach Inch put arm tape on his arm, or just seeing the morning workouts. I don't know. It's just when your kid's there doing those things, especially when he's been the guy running the flags for so long, and he's fixing to turn 17 this coming Monday, and so 17 years of stuff. Well, this is the first time he's actually been on varsity, so this is my first experience with that as well. Mm-hmm. And I think next year it'll be a little bit different because then this is the last time, or this year it's the first time, and so I don't know. It adds a little bit of excitement to it, and enjoy, and also there's a lot of anxiety because he's on the field quite a bit. I just go, gosh, I hope we don't screw something up. And that's the dad side of it. You're just thinking it from a parent side of it, and because as a coach side, I'll fire his butt in a heartbeat and tell him to come stand by me, and that's what people know is a butt tune. He's getting on the sidelines when we screw something up, which necessarily I may just talk to somebody else, but for him, it's an automatic butt chewing.
I want to, and you might not even have the answer to this because it's not today. It's a little ways off, but we've always described you as being stone-faced. If the camera was on you and you couldn't see the scoreboard, you'd never know whether your team's up 40 or down 40 because you're pretty even keel. When it comes to the time that Easton becomes a senior and whenever that last game is, could that be finally the moment that we see some outward emotion from Ryan Ebner on the field as it pertains to his last game with his son?
No, probably not. I don't know. That didn't. I have a lot of people telling me you don't have emotion. I do. I don't. As I've gotten older, it's more private. Like I get fired up about stuff. Like in practice, to me, it's the stuff that y'all see in games. I worked hard to be that way because I used to be outwardly. And I realized as I got older that didn't do anything for the kids. Since I've been that way and been the job I have now, it's just become kind of a way of life. And now Easton and Lee and Knox, they see it. They would probably tell you he's very outwardly emotional at the house from times when, something's messed up or something like that. But I mean, maybe, I don't know. I think I've cried once coaching, and that was at the deal we had in the spring sports banquet, and it was my last talking about not being in baseball anymore, things like that, just because how long I've been doing it and what it meant to me. So I can't give you the answer yes, but I can see it happening absolutely, just because of.
Well, Coach, as always, we appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight, and enjoy homecoming for what it is, and look forward to talking to you next week. Big road game at West.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Here we go. Opening kickoff here is Inspired Vision will have it, or will they, on the kickoff? Looks like Inspired Vision got it back, and they did it about the 27-yard line. Big thanks to Ryan Ebner. Boy, Dan, we were right down there last second trying to squeeze it in.
Yeah, good stuff. I love the father-son conversation. We've been going all night about that. I mean, that got to me even. You even got me a little choked up.
And I'll tell you what, I'll publicly say this. Don't let Ryan Ebner kid you for a minute. I promise you when that day comes next year, there will be emotion from Ryan Ebner.
There'll be a misty eye.
There will be, no question. So Inspired Vision, the Eagles going to have the football first here tonight as they'll start 1st and 10 from their 27-yard line. Brad Allred, Dan Vaughn with you here from Grandview. Josh Boop on the sidelines. We'll go to him throughout this ball game tonight as the Grandview defense on the field first here against this Inspired Vision offense as they are led by quarterback Fernando Medina, who gives to Kenneth Webb up the left side, but he's met at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to run.
Nowhere to run, but they're going to try that. That's the Webb's their big guy back there. He's a big kid, and just wrapped the gut there. But this is a different defense they faced all week, or all year rather.
Yeah, the Inspired Vision Eagles having trouble putting offense together. Just 12 points on the season, and those came in 6-point efforts in their first 2 ball games. Yet to score in district play. Come in tonight. 0-5 in district play, 0-7 overall. Be 2nd down and 10 here from the 28-yard line as now Medina in the shotgun set has twins to the left side, but he'll give the Webb coming up the middle. Got a couple of yards across the 30, brought down at about the 31. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, watching them on video, what little we saw, the line of scrimmage is going to be a real huge advantage for the Zebras defensively. You saw it right there. Although, and the ball only got a couple yards there. And we talked about this last week. When you're undermanned like this Inspired Vision Club is, keep it simple, slow it down, and try to, little victories here and there.
Yeah, keep it as vanilla as they possibly can, no question. Here they go on 3rd and 7 as they'll have a 2-back set, the tight end, the H-back, but it'll be the running back Webb that'll get it again. He's dropped in the backfield, nowhere to go as the Zebras right there in the backfield. Look like Elijah Dominguez there to wrap him up.
Wow, Elijah Dominguez looked like some kind of acrobatic over the top of the belt, the rope kind of thing. I mean, he came flying over the defender, the offensive tackle there, basically just did a flying tackle there.
And Ryan Ebner's talked about Elijah Dominguez, how much he's come on these past couple of weeks. Really starting to get some quality reps. We see him in there with the ones tonight, making his presence felt. 4th down and 9 here as they'll send Jaleel Allen back deep. He's standing around his own 45-yard line, ready to take this punt. And there'll be whistles before the snap. It's number 7, Gabe Kalala, that's handling the punting duties for Inspired Vision, and a penalty will move the Eagles back 5 yards.
Dominguez, you bring up a really good point there, and this is something that Coach Ebner and I talked about for the ball game. He talked about it in the interview with you. Some of the young guys that are starting to get, getting reps and getting the understanding what's going on week to week, and that's why they're getting playing time. He's getting it. He's figuring it out.
No question. End over end kick. It'll be downed. We'll see where they mark that football. Looked like off the side of his foot. That didn't go far.
No, about 9 yards.
Yeah, 10 yards. They're going to mark it at the 38-yard line. We'll keep it right here as the Grandview offense set to go on the field for the first time tonight. Ryder Hayes didn't get a lot of time last week against Gateway. We'll see how much he gets tonight as the Zebra offense comes out with Hayes under center.
It's weird. I went back and looked at the numbers and watched the tape again. He only threw for 181 yards. Seemed like he was only out there for a quarter, but he still threw 4 touchdowns.
Isn't that crazy? It felt like he was out there for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I thought I only saw him 2 plays.
Right, no question. Casey Cannon in the backfield, 584 yards and 9 touchdowns on the ground for Cannon. He'll get it on play number 1 coming left. Boy, he's got a lot of room to run. Carter Collins out there with the lead block. No one's touching him. Touchdown, Grandview. 37 yards on the Sharp Wealth Management touchdown Number 10 on the year for the tailback, number 8, Casey Cannon.
It looked like the tractor was the number 9 there, Carter Collins. The trailer was Casey Cannon. It looked like a truck going down the highway right there, just right behind him, hitched up to his buckle there. And just follow me, I'll get you the end zone.
Couldn't make it look any easier as the Zebras are on the board here early tonight. First touchdown of the night for Grandview. They'll look to tack on the extra point as that went up and through. 9:20 to go in quarter number 1. It's Grandview 7, Inspired Vision nothing on ZebraSportsNetwork.com.
Let's welcome Salon 050 to the Zebra Sports Network team. Ladies, if you're looking for a quality salon experience that you don't have to travel far for, consider Salon 050 to get you looking your best. Whether you are in need of a cut, color, root touch-up, or a new style, Salon 050 has you covered. And guys, you're covered too. Drop by 203 South 1st Street in Grandview for a fresh cut that will turn heads. Don't wait. Make your appointment today by calling Amanda Scarber at 817-441-3800 and let her know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Seven 0 Grandview here early on. Zebras took them just one play to get in the end zone. Casey Cannon from 37 yards out. Now a directional kick, fielded the 35, comes up 40, bulldozing his way up towards the 45-yard line for Inspired Vision is number 11, that being Gabriel Rodriguez. Inspired Vision will have some decent field position here, Dan.
Yeah, close to midfield. That's a start. Again, I really feel for these kids because they really are outmanned. They know that coming into it. It's got to be tough coming in to get them fired up. But, again, little victories, and from an Inspired Vision point of view, last time they got, 6 yards offensively? I mean, build upon that, because you know the Zebras going to do what they're going to do.
No question. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Inspired Vision from the 45-yard line. The offense back out on the field for the second time. They'll go 3-receiver set with twins to the far side. Medina in the shotgun set. He'll give the web again. Gets back up near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made near the line. It looks like that was number 58 on the tackle. Bryce Lee making the stop.
And Bryce Lee came right underneath the guard there and pushed him aside, made the play after the initial cross that line of scrimmage. About 2 yards.
It'll be a 2nd down and 8. We'll send trips to the far side here on 2nd down, will the Eagles. Let's see if Medina looks to throw. Takes the snap, and he will. The quick screen. Outlet out there, but boy, the Zebras there. Jaleel Allen in there in the vicinity, as was Easton Ebner. And that's a big loss there for the Eagles on 2nd down.
Yeah, they knew that was coming right there. They almost picked it off right there. I mean, Jaleel Allen nearly had an interception. But, again, reading that screen, that quick screen, that little bubble screen, everybody does it. Everybody loves it. When you make it run and gain some yardage, when you read it like that, and the Zebras did, ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, they sniffed that one out with relative ease. 3rd down now. From the 43-yard line, they send trips out left side. They'll go that way. They throw one up, no one home. Will Mathis on the coverage, but not an open receiver in sight. That'll bring up 4th down.
They tried to sneak down the sideline, Diego Rico down there, and he was open for a moment, but Merle Mathis closed quickly there, and he was step for step with him.
Jaleel Allen obviously gets a lot of exposure for his work at corner, but I'll tell you, Dan, don't sleep on Will Mathis.
And we sort of talked about that a little bit last week because he was locked down too, and even the Maypro game also locked down. He's been really solid over there.
See what Jaleel Allen comes up with on this punt return. We'll take it down to the field, and Josh Boop here momentarily. The Zebras will get the football for the 2nd time as Allen on the return, 40 up, 45. Jukes the defender. He's going to come to the far side of the field, and I don't think they're going to get him. He's got a seam. Easton Ebner with a block. And, yep, Jaleel Allen, you're just not going to catch him. Takes this one to the house. Touchdown, Grandview. Are you kidding me?
Wow. He looked bottom up right there at the 45-yard line, and then all of a sudden that wall forms, and he just goes right against the grain, and that whole wall was walled off, and he had Ebner right in front of him, levels the defender, and just boy, that was outstanding work right there. Allen in open, we talk about it all the time. Allen in open field, wow. That's wow.
I want to go down to the field and Josh Boob. Josh, you were down there. Jaleel Allen, he turned the corner, came your way from a field view. Tell us what you saw.
Oh, as soon as he cut from the other sideline back this way, I said touchdown immediately, because if you looked up, he had a wall of black shirts in front of him to where, like, there was no way anybody was bringing him down.
From that field view, Josh, from that field view down there, is the speed of Jaleel Allen versus the competition even that much more noticeable?
Yeah, and honestly, Brad, I don't know if he was sprinting. It looked like he was just gliding. I'll be honest with you.
It was not fifth gear. Jaleel Allen was required to put it in there.
But Josh, you probably saw this too. He caught that on the run coming in. He already had momentum going. The engine was already going. But you saw it where you were at. You were almost part of that blocking crew down there. There was a whole wall. He went against the grain there, and it was a wide open guard nobody on that field.
Yeah, I actually had to throw Ryan Allred in front of my camera to make sure that that didn't get hit. So I was sacrificing, Brad's kids for the good of the Zebra Sports Network.
Ryan's doing a great job down there tonight. Shout out to Ryan Allred helping out with Derek Dykes tonight down there on the camera. So shout out to him. 14-0 Grandview here as they'll send the kickoff team back out. Another Sharp Wealth Management touchdown tonight. Our good friends from Sharp Wealth Management, as the Zebras find their way to the end zone to score, you can find your way to score in the best in financial services. Your success is their mission. Give Sharp Wealth Management a call today at 817-618-9882. Let Nathan Harsh know the Zebra Sports Network sent you. Here we go. Kane Cooley with the kickoff. He'll elect to go deep this time, as that one will bounce at about the 20. It'll be picked up, and a Zebra right there in the vicinity to bring down Kenneth Webb, as the Eagles will have it about 1st and 10. I think they'll mark that football about their own 22-yard line, Dan.
Gavin Carroll down there, also Wesley Hanna on that play down there on that kick coverage. And you want to steer deep into your thing here, but the next punt, I believe you can probably score. But I'd like to see the offense run a couple plays, just from a standpoint of the rhythm thing we talk about. Want to get that rhythm going again.
Sure, they've had the ball for a total of one play thus far, and that was the 37-yard touchdown run by Casey Cannon, and then Jaleel Allen with the punt return for the touchdown. So now the defense back out on the field here, is the Zebras on defense here for the third time, as the quarterback Medina in the shotgun set. Has Webb flanked to his left. He'll give it to him coming back up right side. No, he's going to keep and throw. And he made some nice play there on the fake. The catch made up near the 40-yard line. Jesus Garcia on the reception. First down, Eagles.
Little play action. You watch the linebackers. Everybody walked up playing run. They're playing run right there. They're thinking, what? All they've done is run on us. They can't complete a pass. Well, play action there. It was man-on-man coverage there on the flat, and they beat them.
Yeah.
Eagles beat them.
Tip the cap. Pickup of 18. First down, Inspired Vision now from the 40-yard line, as they'll go to a double tight end set here. Different formation on 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Is Medina in the backfield, or in the shotgun set with Webb to his left in the backfield, and it will be Webb, but boy, nowhere to run. Literally nowhere to run. And the ball came out, and it is Grandview ball. It looked like the initial hit, as we go back and look, we'll look on the replay, but it looked like the initial hit came from Gavin Carroll. But the Zebras came away with the football, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
It looked like maybe Bryce Castillo had it down. Here we go.
Yeah, we caught it there at the end, and the ball popped out, and the Zebras were on it back near the 37-yard line. So good work from Grandview there. And now, like you said, Dan, you wanted the offense on the field. Well, here you get them.
Yeah, well, and again, that's what the Zebras were hoping to do, is have them run the ball again. They walk up again a moment ago. That play action worked for them. That time, every gap was closed and the ball was loose. again, some rhythm here, I think, some rhythm.
So now on 1st and 10, they'll go 4 wide. Twins to both sides for Ryder Hayes. He's got Cannon to his left. He'll get the football up the middle. Behind the right tackle, makes a couple, miss, gets up 40, still on his feet, and wrestled down at the 40-yard line. It'll be about a gain of 8, almost 9 for Cannon. And it'll put Grandview in a 2nd down and 1.
On that right side, Hallenberg and Johnson clearing that way there. And right behind him, Casey Cannon is falling right along there in that black jersey.
On 2nd and 1, the quick out to Easton Ebner. Catch made, crosses 30, 25-20. That'll pick up the 1st down for Grandview after a gain of 10.
Where he left off last week, 5 of 53. He was a leader in receptions last week, and that same little bubble screen, they worked that thing. It's also, they work a couple things off it. That little screen right there. Also, they'll pump the screen and give a go as well. They did that both those routes as well.
16th catch on the year for Easton Ebner. Came into the ball game tonight, 15 for 131 on the year. So now in the red zone, knocking on the door of the Zebras once again. They'll go with a 4-receiver set here as Hayes looks left, gets it out quick in the slot. Jaleel Allen, no one's touching it. Touchdown, Grandview.
He's
no shot.
Open space, and he's just got all the room in the world there.
Jaleel Allen with the Sharp Wealth Management touchdown. Again, the Zebras find their way to the end zone to score. You can find your way to score the best in financial services. Your success is their mission. Give them a call today at 817-618-9882. Let Nathan Harsh know the Zebra Sports Network sent you. I'll give another plug to another one of our great sponsors, Cleburne Fence, Dan. Jaleel Allen make that catch. You could have built a fence around him by the time an Eagle was going to come to touch him.
There's no doubt about it. The Cleburne Fence folks would definitely try, though.
They'd get the work done, and no doubt. That is going to be another Grandview score. 5:39 to go in quarter number 1. Grandview 20, Inspired Vision 0 on ZebraSportsNetwork.com. So we're back here from Grandview. Didn't even realize that. The timeout taken before the conversion attempt, Dan. I was down looking at my notes.
And this is something I did talk to Coach Ebner about before the ball game. The timing of the extra point, that's been a big thing. We've talked about last week that Angel Castillo's now your new extra point and field goal kicker. Mm-hmm. It's a timing thing with him and getting the time and the team out there, and that's what they ran into. They're just getting everybody set here. Now,
they've got the right package out there, and Castillo on for the extra point attempt. Jaleel Allen will be on the hold. There's a good snap, good hold. And the kick is up, and it splits the uprights. It's good. Now we're at Grandview 21, Inspired Vision nothing. Back after the break on ZebraSportsNetwork.com. Hey, Zebra fans, Brad Allred here with the Zebra Sports Network. And are you ever like me and want that coffee or delicious smoothie, but you're too lazy to go too far to get it? Well, our problems are solved. Entwined Grounds, a coffee and smoothie bowl food truck serving Johnson County and the surrounding areas. They're located at 901 East Kreiner Street in Grandview. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to noon. Contact them today at 903-229-3308. Entwined Grounds, a longtime partner with Zebra Sports Network. Zebras off to the races thus far. 21-0 Grandview. 5:39 to go here in quarter number 1. Brad Allred, Dan Vaughn with you here in the booth. Josh Boot down on the sideline as we bring you coverage tonight here from Zebra Stadium. Homecoming night here for Grandview. We will have the homecoming festivities for you at halftime. Find out who our homecoming queen will be. That'll come up later as the kick in the air. Deep, fielded at the 10, but fumble on the exchange. And the Inspired Vision, the ball's still out, still scrambling for it. And I believe did Inspired Vision get it back? They did. But, boy, what was crazy there, Dan, is on the return, Kenneth Webb dropped the football, and then he almost had a brain lapse. He just stood there for a minute.
Yeah, it rolled forward. He kind of stood there for a moment, and the Zebras pounced on it, but the ball squirted away. And it looked like down there, Zayden Burns able to recover it to save the day. But, yeah, Webb just paused for a moment. Wait, I'm going to get that. And, yeah.
It was almost I thought you described it perfectly. The ball bounced off, and he's like, oh, wait, I need to go get that.
Yeah.
So they come away with the football. They've got it 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line in the shadows of their own end zone. Inspired Vision with the football again. Offense has been tough to come by for the Eagles this season. Still looking for their first points in district play. It'll be 1st and down here from the 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Medina in the shotgun set. He will give the Webb left side and just nowhere to run. I mean, poor Kenneth Webb, when he looks up, the second he gets the football, he looks up, he's got 3 zebras right there on him.
The line of scrimmage, all zebras right here. That front 4, or really front 3, and of course the linebacker core as well. Lee, Halliburg, and Johnson winning the battle every time there. Now getting to see Preston Carroll on the right side playing the end and that outside linebacker. And he was there as well. They're all there. Carter Collins the other side. I mean, they're just it's black jerseys every time.
Yeah, there's just nowhere to go. Now, the play action did work the one time they tried it. Let's see if they go back to the well again here. Medina on 2nd down in the shotgun set takes the snap. He's going to throw, and he's got Bryce Lee right there. He just had to get rid of the football. Kenneth Webb was in the vicinity, but no chance as Bryce Lee came in untouched.
He needed about a half second more. If he does get that ball out to Webb, Webb's going to run a while there, but he just couldn't get his feet set, and that ball was hurried and bounced to the feet of Webb. He had open space, but that pressure coming, Lee right on top of him there.
Whoever had the assignment of Bryce Lee forgot their assignment because he was coming in untouched.
Yeah, and it looked like in the secondary, Caleb Quintero was going to be the guy to pick him up out of the there's a timeout called here too, but picking him up out of the backfield as they're playing too deep there.
We'll keep it right here. The Zebras a 21-0 lead here, 4:40 to go in the first quarter. Let's take it back down the sidelines and Josh Boop. Josh, the Zebras thus far, I mean, they're just hitting. I understand Inspired Vision. It is what it is in terms of competition, but for Grandview, what they can control, they're hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they should. And I think we said this from week 1 to now is that they continue to get better every week, no matter who the competition is, and that's a testament to the coaching staff and the way they prepare them each week. No matter who they play, they continue to get better.
Yeah, and I was going to say too, Josh, and you're seeing this down there. Some of the younger guys, I just mentioned Preston Carroll a moment ago, getting some reps, and you're seeing these guys grow up in front of our eyes here. These reps, these opportunities, that's also a big help as well.
Oh, absolutely, because you never know what's going to happen. It's a next man up mentality constantly for the Grandview team, and so it just prepares them all for the weeks coming up that'll become more important as the other games continue to come up.
3rd and 10 here for Inspired Vision. They'll run trips to the near side of the field. On 3rd and 10 from the 15, it'll be Medina to roll right. He'll throw it out there, and the ball batted down. Carroll once again there in the vicinity. The intended receiver on the play, Kalala, but nice play by Carroll, Dan.
Yeah, Carroll was out there again. He moved to the left side this time, and they were playing a man look right there. They had the slot receiver. And a great play there. There was a lefty came out of there in Medina, but right there was Carroll. And again, I love the fact you're seeing a lot of different guys, young men getting reps, getting chances, and it's not happening in practice where they had to be told, hey, you do it this way. They're seeing it in game time and doing it the right way. That's huge going forward, not just this year, but down the road.
Any chance they kick to Jalil Allen right here?
I kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Kick it to me.
Right, exactly. Let's see the kick. High end over end. No, Allen's going to have a chance.
Here we go.
He'll field at 45, backs up 50, comes up cross side, splits the seam. Now at 35-30, 25-20, gets a block. 15-10, is he going to do it again? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Grandview.
Well, this time this goes left and right. Last time it was right and left. Again, kick it to me. Kick it to me.
Goodness.
Kick it to me.
Jalil Allen, unbelievable with a zebra touchdown. This one a 45-yard punt return, his 2nd of the quarter.
Wow.
What else do you say but wow? I mean, Jalil Allen should be selling tickets. I mean, incredible. Now you see Allen in the shot here as he'll hold. I mean, unbelievable play on the punt return. Now the extra point is up, and that one's through. 4:07 to go.
And two, you know what's good about, and I'll just, before we go to break, is his ability to put the thing in neutral and then kick the gear. A lot of times watch the replay here. He puts slow down here, then boom, and he'll change gears again. Okay, he doesn't try to overdo it. He sees the field with such vision and able to adjust his speed. It's incredible to watch that young man. It's we've seen it in the hoops, we've seen it in the football. The young man is amazing with what he does with the speed. Open field to the alley.
Look at that. Great work by Rogelio Martinez to slow it down for us there as he makes a juke move at the 50, then another at the 35. I mean, I'm telling you, sell tickets. It's the Jaleel Allen show tonight.
Unreal.
Great play. Now Grandview about to kick it off here to Inspired Vision. 28-0 Zebras, 4:07 to go here in this first quarter. A couple of punt return touchdowns from Jaleel Allen. Casey Cannon's been in the mix as well. Zebras doing it all tonight. Now Kane Cooley will kick it off for a fourth time as he'll boot this one high. Actually, for a fifth time as it'll be fielded at the 10-yard line. Webb coming back up 15-20. Stacked up 20-yard line before he gets dropped. And that's Zayden Burns, on the return for the Eagles. Want to make sure and give that young man some credit as he'll give Inspired Vision the possession once again. 28-0 Zebras. Following this one tonight, then the trip to West next week. And then 2 weeks from now, Whitney right back here at home. And then you travel to Madison. So you got 3 left in the regular season schedule. And let's just say that the temperature is going to rise over the next 3 weeks.
It's going to rise. And something Coach Ebner talked about with you, these middle games, he likes when they're placed right here because he'd rather have the tougher bunch to finish as opposed to the easier bunch,
Get them playoff ready.
Let's be facts here. This is an easier opponent than what you're going to see next week.
Sure.
That's not a disgrace.
We're not being disrespectful.
Not at all.
Right.
And you want to be playing the best when you're playing your best.
Right. When the games are meaningful, absolutely. Is the carry there up across the 20, back up to around the line of scrimmage. Good open tackle there by Gavin Carroll at around the 21-yard line.
I see another young man getting a lot of reps. You're seeing some guys get some reps. And, again, it's one thing to play and practice and have to correct something, but to do it in the ball game and correct it, it's a real advantage. It's a huge advantage for this team. And seeing a lot of guys getting in and out, that's a plus. 2nd
and 10 here for the Eagles from the 21-yard line as the Zebras continue to look impressive defensively. It'll be a 3-receiver set with twins to the near side for the Eagles as they'll turn and give to the tailback as Webb tries to get out wide, and there is just nowhere to run. The second he looks up, he's got 5 black shirts all over.
They're all right there. That penetration there, Carter. That wasn't Carter. That was on the backside. Casey Cannon playing the backside there. I mean, just everybody out there.
Yeah.
Dominguez out there. They're sealing the corners. And they can do that with ease right now, and it's just tough for Inspired Vision to get anything going outside. They're better between the tackles here.
Yeah, that was Elijah Dominguez in on the tackle. A fantastic move. And Dan, as you alluded to, man, he's getting some quality reps lately.
Yeah. Again, another young man we're watching grow up right in front of us here as a player.
Maturation process right in front of our eyes, no doubt about it. 3rd down and 17 now as Medina back to throw, sets up a screen. Carter Collins will wrap him up. Oh, no, still moving, but back to maybe the original line of scrimmage, but not more. As Grandview brought the house, put the pressure on Medina. Credit him for getting the football away, but they pick up about 5, but it'll be 4th down.
And Carter's watching the backfield, watching what the linemen do. The linemen there, let them come through. He's reading screen right there. And granted, it didn't develop, but you're reading the line of scrimmage. You're reading the linemen. You're going to do that in 3 weeks. The next 3 weeks, you have to see those screens as well. Seeing it there is just part of the reps.
1:45 to go. Clock running here. 28-0 Grandview in this first quarter. Jaleel Allen back deep. Yeah. Is he going to get a shot for a third one? I mean, we'll find out. The kick is up, and this one a lot shorter. And that one will bounce. Give a little bit of an Inspired Vision. Bounced out to about the 40-yard. Oh, that might have bounced out of bounds.
I think it did
at the 36. Yeah, so Grandview will have it there. We'll keep it right here. Zebras will have it 1:23 to go in this first quarter. I feel bad. Our good friends from White Oak Veterinary Clinic, who's our official first down sponsor, we haven't had a first down tonight.
Yeah.
But I do want you to know that you do need to give your pet the veterinary care they deserve. Give our good friends at White Oak Veterinary Clinic a call today at 817-242-3040 as the Zebra offense back out. Great starting field position from the Eagle 36-yard line, already up 28-0, looking for more. Jalil Allen and Anthony Baronis, the receivers to the near side of the field. 4-receiver set for Ryder Hayes, who will take the shotgun snap. He'll look left. He'll go to Allen quick. 30-yard line, cuts up inside 25, and it'll take a number of Eagles to wrestle him down. Fernando Medina in the vicinity to make the tackle, and for the first time tonight, they prevent Jalil Allen from finding the end zone.
Allen had one more step to go there, but they did corral him there to the gain of 9. And this has been one of those games, too, and it happened a little bit last week where you had some guys, numbers you normally wouldn't see, like, getting one catch.
On first down here, they'll go out to Baronis, the screen pass, and bottled up in the backfield. Good tackle.
And that's an example. Baronis last week had a touchdown and one catch, and you're going to see some guys not have their normal numbers because just the way this game is going to transpire. But Allen, on the other hand, is going to have huge numbers.
No doubt. Already 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, 2 by a punt return, 1 by a reception. Now Alejandro Rodriguez on the tackle on the previous play. Now they'll get it out again. They'll go wide to Carter Collins, 25-20, 15-10. You're not catching him. Touchdown, Grandview. Carter Collins, the classroom champion of the week, is also the on-field champion as he puts up the 5th touchdown for the Zebras in the first quarter.
Classroom champion, off the field, on the field as well, a champion. That's the same play they ran last week. That's that quick little screen out there. Tight end screen, you want to call it, X screen. He's in the slot there, is that tight end spot. They ran it last week. I believe it was a 36-yard gain last week for a touchdown. Your leading receiver doing it again right there.
Great work there from Derek Dykes, Rogelio Martinez, our camera crew, doing good work as the extra point is up and through. And it is good. 18 seconds to go in quarter number 1. 35-0 Grandview. Back after the break on ZebraSportsNetwork.com.
Let's welcome LeMaster Custom Pools to the Zebra Sports Network family. The team at LeMaster Custom Pools has over 20 years of custom pool building experience. They know what it takes to build a pool that's beautiful and will satisfy you and your family over those hot Texas summers. Give their team a call today to collaborate on your new pool idea and experience the difference by contacting their office at 817-526-5224 or give Dustin LeMaster a call at 817-999-1860 and let him know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Looking to put a new cedar picket fence around your pool? Need something aesthetically pleasing that won't restrict your view? Maybe you're in need of agricultural fencing. Whatever your needs entail, we encourage you to give Cleburne Fence a call today. Contact former Grandview Zebras Jason Allen and Ryan Britton at 817-645-3348. They're proud to support the Grandview student athletes, and we're proud to call them our partners. Visit them online at cleburnefence.net or give Cleburne Fence a call today at 817-645-3348 and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Back here from Grandview, 35-0 as we get started here in quarter number 2. Zebra's going to kick it off. And it looks like we've got a running clock here in quarter number 2, Dan, and I understand it.
I totally get
understand
it. I totally get it. Even though it's homecoming and you want to get some reps and you got folks here to celebrate, I get it.
I mean, it could have got real ugly with a 4-quarter traditional type ball game. Kick here, going to bounce at the 20-yard line. No one home. Now, luckily for Inspired Vision, they fall on the football, but someone needs to explain to that young man, Gabe Kalala, a sense of urgency. You got to go get the football.
Yeah, because right there, nearly was. Gavin Carroll basically rolled over. He had it, and he kind of slid over the ball. That the ball stopped. He didn't, and luckily Inspired Vision got it. But, boy, that was another mishap on a kickoff. You've got to get that covered.
Yeah, you use that as a teachable moment there if you're the Eagles and explain to Mr. Kalala the importance.
Kick on a kickoff is live. And
got to go get it.
Got to go get it.
Now 1st and 10 from the 20 as the Eagles will go right to left here in your screen in quarter number 2. As Medina at quarterback, he will give to Webb. Try to find some running room.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Kane Cooley just annihilated Mr. Webb. We've got to have a replay of
My
that.
goodness, he came over the turnbuckle as well. Good grief. Look at that.
I mean, here we go on a replay that we're about to show you here. And look out, Mr. Webb. Kane Cooley in 3, 2, 1. My goodness.
Wow. Saw earlier Dominguez, same kind of thing. They're flying the ball carrier, aren't they?
I think we'll have that one on social media later tonight. I've got that's not a prediction, folks. That's a spoiler. That'll
That's
be
a spoiler alert.
That will be your Grandview Dental Good Hands play of the week. Dr. Collins, for once it's not Carter Collins. Tonight it's Kane Cooley. On 2nd down and 11. The quick outlet out wide, the throw high, intended for Kalala, right there in the vicinity for Grandview. I believe that was Carroll, was it not?
Carroll was
Preston
out there.
Carroll?
He got a fingertip on it, and finally, the Inspired Vision Eagles had a little time to get that screen working. But again, you look out there, and if they do complete it, there's just black jersey standing right there, and Carroll is standing there waiting, and it wouldn't go anywhere.
I hope Mr. Webb has been revived after his meeting with Kane Cooley. It looks like he has. He's back out on the field here for 3rd down and 11 after he was so eloquently greeted by Mr. Cooley. 3rd and 11 from the 19-yard line. As they'll go a trip receiver to the far side. Medina looking out there. He'll throw it up and nobody home. I mean, just Bryce Lee is coming in there untouched. Poor Mr. Fernando Medina. The second he has the football, he might have 1 second to get rid of it.
One thing, as a former lineman myself, when I look and see the gray jerseys, 4 of them all standing there kind of together, and there's black jerseys behind him, that's not good.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing right here. We're seeing, a lot of the Inspired Vision guys, the linemen, are just standing there all together because they're all beat. They're all right by themselves alone.
So it'll be 4th down and 11 here, and Jaleel Allen over here on the side. They might tell him, hey, just stand over here. Don't even go field this thing. Put the offense out on the field just to give them some work because they have had very little.
Delay a game or timeout. They called time there at the last moment.
They did call time. We'll take one with them. Back after the break on ZebraSportsNetwork.com.
Well, howdy, Zebra fans. Greg the Hammer Williams here. Now, Grandview Bank has supported the town of Grandview since the bank opened in 1890. So it was only natural when high school football began in the 1920s that Grandview Bank would support the Zebras just like they do today. Grandview Bank is the title sponsor of Zebras football on the Zebra Sports Network. Now, Grandview Bank serving Grandview and Johnson County since 1890. Member FDIC.
Back here from Grandview, as you see the Zebras come out of the timeout there. Great camera work by Ryan Allred down there on the field tonight. Doing a good job in his internship tonight. We might have to keep him around, Dan.
Runs in the family, apparently. Got some kind of media experience.
I'm telling you.
Good grief.
He's doing a great job tonight.
Talk about apple falling or something.
4th and 11 here for Inspired Vision. And they are not going to put Jaleel Allen back there. They're saying, Jaleel, you've done enough on the punt return tonight. They literally have Jaleel standing on about the 27-yard line as if he was going to cover a receiver.
It looks like they may be going for this thing.
There's no way they go for this from the 17-yard line. This has got to be a quick kick. This has got to be a quick kick. And the shotgun set, let's find out. Medina takes a snap. He rolls right. He is going to throw it. He just wings it out there. It was the catch made. It was.
First down.
That's a first down. Boy, give them a little bit of credit there as Medina threw it up. Catch made by number 12, Jesus Garcia, and comes away with the first down. Nice work there by the Eagles. Yeah. Hey, there's a White Oak Veterinary Clinic first down. Just for the wrong team, Dan.
Yeah, well.
Just for the wrong team.
I guess just throw it in there, I suppose.
My good friend, Dr. Tarwater, at this point tonight, he'll take what he can get, right? The game is not in question, so if we can have a little fun, tongue-in-cheek, we'll do it. 1st and 10 here from the 31. Nice play there for the Eagles.
There's always basketball.
There is always basketball. And they get a lot of three-point
love,
no
they
question.
do.
1st and 10 here from the 31-yard line. Medina in the shotgun set. He'll give Webb coming left. No chance. Are you kidding me? My goodness.
Again,
Elijah Dominguez right there. Blue Hubbard as well.
When you, again, watching the film, watching the replay, watch the gray jerseys.
And this is, look at this play
just watch where the gray jerseys wind up. They're all standing together, and all the black jerseys are behind him. I'm breaking it down. So it's
and
not
that was Kane Cooley. My apologies,
Yes.
not Elijah Dominguez.
And the game sometimes is very complicated. In this situation, it's not. I mean, it's the gray jerseys must block the black jerseys,
and the gray jerseys are not blocking the black jerseys.
And again, like my brother's a coach, and I again played the line a long time, and I can tell you, my coach Vaughn, well, I don't see you touch another jersey. I mean, I've heard that every Saturday morning many a time.
The great film session
Yes.
back in the day. First or second down and forever here as Medina looks to throw the screen, and that one out of the hands of Webb. And right there again, good work by Carter Collins sniffing that out.
Carter Collins is there, but they had it set up there. They had the screen set up. What they did do, I will give them credit, the Eagles did show a really good deke there as far as the screen coming. And hey, complete the pass, they might have a little something.
But now third down and forever. They need to get to the 41-yard line for a first down. Ball sitting at the 23. So if my math's right, that makes it third down and 18.
Yes.
They'll go four receiver set, excuse me. They'll go trips to the far side of the field, will the Eagles here, with Medina in the shotgun set. Kalala, Garcia, Rico all out wide to the right. But he's going to roll left and look this way, and he'll throw the screen pass, and that's to Uriel Rodriguez, the tight end, but he's dropped to 22. Now, we do have a flag on the field.
Yeah, well, I think he is the tackle. He was on the lineman. 75, right?
Oh, okay. I thought it was Rodriguez that made the catch.
Yeah,
so
70
somebody needs to explain to him he can't catch football.
Brian Ramirez was the one who caught the ball there. Ramirez, I've got him as the right tackle.
Yeah, that is true. That is right.
Unless he was a tackle eligible, which I don't believe the case.
I did not think that's what the case was. So that'll make it fourth and long.
Now, there's a wrinkle there. Now, this is not the CFL where you can. I think you can do some things I think you can in Canada, but no.
Yeah. So they'll move it back to the 18-yard line. And I believe if they're accepting the penalty, it'll still be third down. They've got fourth on the marker, but that is not correct. It would be third down here from the 18. Oh, no. That's a loss of down.
Yes, it's a loss of down. Yes, legal touch. It's much
fourth and 23.
Like intentional grounding.
Correct. So now Jaleel Allen back deep. And will they kick to Allen? That's the question of the day.
It appears to be a punt's coming, but Allen is now at the 40.
There's no way they can kick him the football.
Once again, kick it to me.
Yeah. Let's see if they decide to kick to Allen. Now a delay of game is going to move him back even farther.
Well, in their defense, the clock is running, so it doesn't stop the clock at all. So that does buy you a little more time, and not buy you time, but move the thing along here.
Right. Now Jaleel will stand at about the 30-yard line. And the poor Grandview offense tonight just not getting any reps.
We believe we've counted 5 plays, I believe, is what we've run so far tonight. Now they declined the penalty. I believe they did.
Yeah, they're declining it because I think the thought is here for Grandview, we want to run a little offense. Give us a little field to work with here.
What do you tell Allen? Catch it? Not catch it?
Yeah. How do you tell him not to return it? You don't find out. No, they were going to kick it, but they're going to kick it away from Allen. It'll take a good little bounce in Inspired Vision's direction, and they'll down it at the 46, and the Grandview offense will have it there. 3:54 to go here in this first half, as now the Zebras will have the football, and now you can finally see a little, maybe a little bit of a drive.
Yeah, well, again, 5 plays so far have been run. You scored 35 points. The one thing I get worried about in these games is the lack of cohesion, that rhythm. Because you do have a game plan. Granted, you know that you should be able to do what you need to do, but you've got 3 really big games coming up, and you really want to make sure that you get in there with good habits. You don't want to get in there saying, okay, it was so easy the last 3 weeks. Even against Maypearl, it was very, very little, especially the second half. They just got to roll the clock. You don't want to get in the bad habits here. And I'd love to see a 3-play drive even.
Now we got Jaleel Allen in at quarterback. Kane Cooley's in the backfield as well here. This is a bit of a unique set. Casey Cannon back there as well. Now delay a game against the Zebras, and I think that was because they were trying to figure out the package they were going to put on the field here. with Cooley and company out there. Now, Easton Ebner is out here wide to the near side along with Javon Matheson in the slot. But an interesting look here for the Zebras.
Good look. Interesting.
So Allen will take it. He's going to throw. Gets it out wide to Cooley on the screen. 50, 45, 40, 35. Cooley with a stiff arm. 30, 25, still on his feet. And finally goes down at about the 20. What a play by Kane Cooley.
Yeah, Kane Cooley in the front end, though. How about Allen kind of dropped down three-quarter like he was going to throw a little slider there from that third base side. And he threw it around the defensive end and just kind of,
went with the 2-1 slider.
Looked a little bit like a guy that plays in Kansas City, wearing number 15. He kind of little sidearm throw there.
He did. Went a little Mahomes on us.
Yeah.
So now from the 21, first down after the big gain to Cooley, and Grandview will run their 7th offensive play of the half. And Allen will take the shotgun snap. He's going to the end zone looking for Cooley again. Touchdown Grandview. Just that easy. 2 plays, 45 yards, 6 more for the Zebras. It's 41-0.
Great throw. Got his feet set. 2 defenders there. And how about Cooley going between 2 defenders, getting that ball, going and getting it. That's what he did.
And look at the Zebras down there celebrating for Kane Cooley. They love it that he's getting some love on the offensive side of the ball.
Good to see that. Good to see that. Kane Cooley going and getting it.
Kane having a little fun. Now the extra point coming up here. Jaleel Allen will take the snap. The snap, the hold good. The kick is up, and it is good. 42-0 Grandview. 2:21 to go in the half. Back after the break on ZebraSportsNetwork.com.
B&B Muffler and Tire of Cleburne, Texas is a trusted wholesaler and retailer of quality mufflers, tires, shocks, wheels, trailer hitches, and more. They also do custom exhaust as well as vehicle inspections. Owners David Self and Brad Early are big Zebras fans, excited about our team. See them today for quick and friendly service. They're located at 402 South Main Street in Cleburne, Texas. You can reach B&B Muffler and Tire at 817-645-5900.
Now we go back here to the Grandview touchdown as you see the replay coming out of the break. Is Jaleel Allen with the pass to Kane Cooley. He just goes up and, he just makes it look – he made that look effortless.
Yeah, and he had the safety and the corner right there front and behind him, front and backing, but it goes and again, good throw from Allen.
Yeah.
And again, first catch of the year is a touchdown for Kane Cooley. Way to go there, bud.
And I love the fact that right after the play, who's the first one out there? Ryder Hayes to congratulate Allen and Cooley. On the tandem play there for the Grandview touchdown. I love the sportsmanship, the camaraderie there between those guys. Now here on the kickoff, again, Kalala will take it, 20-yard line, 25. He wanted none of that. Goes out of bounds. He wanted none of the contact there, but he got some of it. Cade McGonigal laying the lick, drives him out of bounds. And Inspired Vision will have the football first.
Well, what I love, too, is the versatility of this club. Granted, you're seeing 2 different guys the last 2 weeks throw touchdown passes in both, for the Zebras. Seeing different guys get involved as well. There's some weapons there. And if I'm watching tape, I don't know, give me West, Whitney, or Madison. I'm watching this tape, I'm going, they got some guys that can play. There's a lot of weapons there.
Yeah, no doubt. Minute 22 clock running here at the end of the first half. We'll get ready for Josh Boop. We'll throw it down to him at halftime as he'll have a quick visit with head coach Ryan Ebner before they go to the locker room. As it looks like Inspired Vision in no hurry to run a play, and I can't blame them as the clock runs here with 1:05 to go. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line as Medina in the shotgun set. He's going to let this thing run down before he snaps it, and I don't blame him. 8 seconds to go on the play clock here as he will eventually be forced to snap this ball. They'll give it to Webb out wide. He gets run down, and right there, guess who? Number 50, Austin Pryor, with the tackle.
Those outsides again, stealing the outside there. Wesley Hanna was out there as well, and just those corners, no place to go there. Webb's got some speed. He looks like he's got a little footwork too. He's some size, but just nowhere to run. Just the line of scrimmage is just not even close.
Yeah, you gotta have somebody out there to block to help him a little bit. It could be Usain Bolt, but if he has no room to run, not much he's going to do. 12 seconds to go. Looks like they'll be forced to snap this one more time before we go to the locker room. It'll be a 42-0 lead for the Zebras, as they will give to Webb, and he'll wrestle it up near the line of scrimmage. Couple of Zebras there. Bryce Castillo, one of them, in on the tackle, and that will bring this first half to a close. It was all Grandview in the first half. 42-0 Zebras with the lead. Dominant performance. Jaleel Allen with 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. He's been fantastic, as we will look to take it down to the field here as Josh Boot standing by with head coach Ryan Ebner.
Maybe. Yep.
All right, Josh Boop here with Coach Ebner. Coach Ebner, can you tell us a little bit about the play of Jaleel Allen there in that first half?
Had a great job. I think he had 2 returns and 1 on offensive play, if not 4. Once you get the ball in his hand, great things are going to happen, and that's what we saw in that first half right there.
So I know it's kind of already, the score is what it is, and you got to play the schedule in front of you. But what's the message to the team at halftime to coming out in the second half after a game like this?
Just keep things crisp and clean like we want them, and whoever's in the ballgame, make sure you're executing the plays exactly how we expect them to be done.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
You bet.
That's head coach Ryan Ebner as we head to the half. Homecoming festivities coming up. We'll have them for you. It's Grandview 42, Inspired Vision nothing. Halftime coming up next on ZebraSportsNetwork.com.
Well, howdy, Zebra fans. Greg the Hammer Williams here. Now, Grandview Bank has supported the town of Grandview since the bank opened in 1890. So it was only natural when high school football began in the 1920s that Grandview Bank would support the Zebras just like they do today. Grandview Bank is the title sponsor of Zebras football on the Zebra Sports Network. Now, Grandview Bank serving Grandview and Johnson County since 1890. Member FDIC.
White Oak Veterinary has been part of the Zebra Sports Network family for years, practicing in the surrounding area since 2006. White Oak provides exceptional veterinary care with a genuine compassion that everyone desires for their pets. You can expect all your needs to be met, from preventative medicine and wellness visits to diagnostic workups and surgery. Located in Grandview, about a mile east off I-35 and County Road 105, they're ready to address your pet's needs today. Contact Dr. Tarwater at White Oak Veterinary Clinic today at 817-242-3040.
Are you seeking to maximize your retirement savings, retire soon, or develop a financial plan for you and your family? Sharp Wealth Management can help. Our reputation is built on a long track record of providing disciplined, comprehensive financial planning. Our process includes retirement planning, investment management, tax planning, estate and legacy planning, risk management, and more. Let our expertise, knowledge, and experience help you pursue long-term financial success. Don't wait until the fourth quarter to start planning for your future. Visit us at www.sharpwm.com or at our office located in Old Town Burleson.
Hey Zebras, need a plumber? Check out KMP Plumbing, Heating, and Air. KMP is family owned and operated, serving the DFW Metroplex since 1985. KMP offers simple plumbing, heating, and air solutions for your home or business, as well as 24-hour emergency services. Schedule your service online today at kmpcorp.com. That's kmpcorp.com. KMP Plumbing, Heating, and Air. KMP, license N17237. Hey Zebra fans, Brad Allred here, and if you're in the market for a new vehicle, whether it be a truck, car, SUV, I suggest you go visit our newest friends over at Burleson Nissan, located at 300 North Burleson Boulevard, right off I-35. They've got a fantastic selection, excellent service. I got my Nissan Titan there and have been happy ever since. Give them a call today, 817-484-3500, or visit them at burlesonnissan.com. Let's welcome LeMaster Custom Pools to the Zebra Sports Network family. The team at LeMaster Custom Pools has over 20 years of custom pool building experience. They know what it takes to build a pool that's beautiful and will satisfy you and your family over those hot Texas summers. Give their team a call today to collaborate on your new pool idea and experience the difference. by contacting their office at 817-526-5224 or give Dustin Lemaster a call at 817-999-1860 and let him know the Zebra Sports Network sent you. John Houston Homes and Trinity Oaks Mortgage are excited to be building and financing new homes right here in Grandview. Located off of Gilliam and Kreiner Streets, they have new homes starting in the 340s. Floor plans range from 1,500 square feet to over 3,000 square feet. You can build from the ground up and go to the design studio to customize your home, or choose from some great move-in ready homes. Either way, they have lots of options for your growing family's needs and goals. You can get a new home with no down payment with USDA financing through Trinity Oaks Mortgage. They also have other loan programs from FHA, VA, conventional to help you qualify and get that dream home you've been looking for without having to leave the community you love. John Houston Homes and Trinity Oaks Mortgage are open this weekend and 7 days a week. So they invite you to come out and see them at their model home at 309 Tyler Street or call them at 866-512-9418.
Looking to put a new cedar picket fence around your pool? Need something aesthetically pleasing that won't restrict your view? Maybe you're in need of agricultural fencing. Whatever your needs entail, we encourage you to give Cleburne Fence a call today. Contact former Grandview Zebras Jason Allen and Ryan Britton at 817-645-3348. They're proud to support the Grandview student athletes, and we're proud to call them our partners. Visit them online at cleburne.net or give Cleburne Fence a call today at 817-645-3348 and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Hey Zebra fans, Brad Allred here with the Zebra Sports Network. And are you ever like me and want that coffee or delicious smoothie, but you're too lazy to go too far to get it? Well, our problems are solved. Entwined Grounds, a coffee and smoothie bowl food truck serving Johnson County and the surrounding areas. They're located at 901 East Kreiner Street in Grandview. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to noon. Contact them today at 903-229-3308. Entwined Grounds, a longtime partner with Zebra Sports Network. For over 20 years, B&C Exteriors has specialized in roofing, siding, windows, skylights, and gutters for residential customers across Texas and Oklahoma. Being locally owned and operated, B&C Exteriors have been Zebra supporters for over 40 years. Now that we're moving our way into fall, now is the perfect time to get a free estimate on your new roof. Contact my good friend Bill Dudley today at 817-866-4897 and let him know the Zebra Sports Network sent you. Hey Zebra fans, now's your chance to get your hands on the same shirts you see your Zebra Sports Network broadcasters wear. We want to thank our friends from Chaparral Golf Company for fitting us in our official gear in 2023. Chaparral Golf Company has quality shirts that you can wear for a day on the links or a night out with friends with many great selections available. Go place your order today at chaparralgolfco.com and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Let's welcome Salon 050 to the Zebra Sports Network team. Ladies, if you're looking for a quality salon experience that you don't have to travel far for, consider Salon 050 to get you looking your best. Whether you are in need of a cut, color, root touch-up, or a new style, Salon 050 has you covered. And guys, you're covered too. Drop by 203 South 1st Street in Grandview for a fresh cut that will turn heads. Don't wait. Make your appointment today by calling Amanda Scarber at 817-441-3800 and let her know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Hunley Hydraulic Sales and Service is your #1 stop for all your hydraulic needs. Located at 3220 North Main Street in Cleburne, they're standing by ready to help you today. Whether you're in the need of hose, fittings,
Please. Homecoming Pregame 2022 is Miss Jay East. Jay is currently finishing her basics at Hill College and plans to continue her degree at Tarleton State University to major in early childhood education and hopes of having her own class one day. In January, they will begin studying abroad at Ireland and will work as an au pair to learn more about children from different cultural backgrounds. The plan for the future is to travel the world and to teach overseas in areas where education is most needed. Homecoming queen 2017 is Miss Selena Cruz. Selena is currently a senior at Texas A&M University, where she will graduate in December with a degree in communication. After graduation, Selena will work in marketing for the top engineering and construction company. In her free time, she enjoys traveling and attending concerts. Homecoming queen 2013 is Mrs. Brittany Allen Phillips. Brittany graduated from Texas A&M University with a Bachelor's of Science in Child Professional Studies. She graduated from Texas Women's University with her master's degree in child life. She is married to David Phillips and is the mother of a beautiful daughter, Brandy. Brittany currently teaches first grade at Adams Elementary in Cleburne. No matter where Brittany teaches, she is always a zebra at heart. Homecoming queen 2003 is Miss Hannah Jo Smith-Music. After graduation from Grandview in 2004, Hannah attended and graduated from Texas A&M University. She currently lives in Arlington with her husband Travis and their 2 children, daughter Logan, who is 6, and son Leather, who is 2. She is a high school English teacher at Top High School and recently launched a design firm for home renovations called Hannah Jo Design Company. In her spare time, she likes to listen to audiobooks, build things, watch Fighting Texas Aggie football, and sing on the worship team at church. She was recently part of the songwriting team at Park Springs Baptist Church. Park Springs Bible Church that will be releasing a Christmas album in November. She is honored to be here, but she wants us to know that she thought she would be a lot older at her 20-year-old, her 20-year homecoming anniversary. Homecoming queen 1983 is Mrs. Mary Gutierrez Strong. Mary is a 1986 graduate of Grandview High School. She is married to Bill Strong and has a stepson, Will Strong. She is an ex-lady judo where she excelled in basketball and cheerleading. She is the proud aunt of Lucy and Joe Gutierrez. She has been a recruiter for 27 years and is now a senior admissions representative for Lincoln Tech and Grand Prairie. She enjoys spending time with her family and friends. She just moved to Bottom, Texas, but will always be forever a zebra. Once again, I would like to thank each of these great young women for being such a great representative of Grandview High School. Thank you and welcome home. As we continue along with the homecoming festivities, we would like everyone to make some space at the railing, please. If you are standing at the rail, if you could please sit down so that everyone can see and take their pictures, we would appreciate it. Thank you. Now for the 2023 homecoming court. In 2022, the returning Queen State Youth and Senior Class President, Brecken Pittman, will greet the ladies on the field. Our freshman class princess is Juliana Jones. Julie is escorted by her father, Jesse Jones. Julie is the 14-year-old daughter of Ashley Jones and Jesse Jones. She is the older sister to Audrey and Sam. Julie has played volleyball for 3 years and is currently on the JV volleyball team. She also left playing on the juniors in her role as a JV cheerleader. Julie runs the 4x4 and 4x1 in track, as well as the 200-meter hurdles and does the triple jump. This year, she is serving as the freshman class president. She also competes in UIL riding, one-act parade, and robotics. Julie loves giving back to her community and always enjoys working with younger zebras through new church life. She is a member of the youth group at First Baptist Church Grandview, and after graduation, Julie plans to attend Texas Tech University and become a pediatric nurse. Julie's assembly escort was passed nurse, and her crown was presented by number 14, Ryder Hayes. Freshman class princess, Julie Jones. Our sophomore class princess is Teresa Canillo from New York. Teresa is escorted by her host mother, Alicia Doxtator. Teresa is a 15-year-old exchange student, hosted by Alicia Doxtator. She is enjoying spending time with her host sisters, Alabama and Ayla. Teresa is from Indiana, Spain, and has been Grandview for 1 year to learn American culture and traditions and make lasting memories. Teresa is excited to start softball. She admits that she has never been to a softball game, but she loves spending time with the team and learning the sport. In her home country of Spain, she is recognized with an award for outstanding character and conduct. Teresa enjoys participating in a yearly food drive in her hometown. She loves food and then helps distribute it to those in need. After graduation, she would like to pursue a career in law enforcement or something that would allow her to work at home. Tuition assembly escort was Elijah Dominguez. The crown was presented by number 8, Casey Cannon. Sophomore class princess, Teresa Munoz. Our junior class princess is Catherine Gordy. Catherine is escorted by her father, Brian Gordy. Catherine is the 16-year-old daughter of Brian and Jennifer Gordy. She loves spending time with her sister, Alyssa. Catherine is a 3-year member of the state qualifying varsity softball team. She enjoys cheering on the Beatles as a varsity cheerleader. She is ranked 8th in her class and is a member of the National Honor Society. Catherine is currently serving as the NHS Vice President. She is a member of the SCCOA and the 2023 state qualifier with her SCCOA Star Project. She has earned a number of awards including an honor roll, All-Academic Team, and All-American Solid Athlete. In her spare time, she enjoys volunteering at the Cleburne Show Museum and serving at the Heights Church. After graduation, Catherine plans to become a pediatrician. Catherine's assembly escort was Manuel Durante, and her crown was presented by number 67, Easton Alabama. Junior class princess, Catherine Gordy. At this time, we are proud to present our 2023 Homecoming Queen nominees. Senior Queen nominee, Miss Madison Cookson. Madison is escorted tonight by her father, John Cookson. Madison is a 17-year-old daughter of John and Karen Cookson. She is the sister to Nathan, Megan, and Marissa. Madison is a 4-year member of the varsity regional semifinals qualifying varsity volleyball team. She has earned a number of awards in volleyball, including first team all-district, first team Johnson County, and academic all-district. In track, she has been a regional qualifier for the 400 and 4x100 races. Madison is also a member of the GHS fishing team. Outside of school, Madison plays club volleyball for 212 in Fort Worth. She is an active member of Grace Baptist Church and enjoys participating in their youth events. She also loves spending time with her friends and family. After graduation, Madison will pursue a career as a chiropractor. Her assembly escort is Team Tour. Homecoming Queen nominee, Madison Cookson. Senior Queen nominee, Miss Janet Edwards. Janet is escorted tonight by her father, Shane Edwards. Janet is the 18-year-old daughter of Shane and Dana Edwards. She is the younger sister of Haley and Tyra. She is a 4-year member of the GHS cheer squad. She is a 3-year member of the GHS fishing team. Janet is also a member of NHS, DPA, SCCOA, and the Spanish Green Team. She has earned a number of awards, including Texas High School Bass Association Regional Qualifiers, first and second place top angler, and is an All-American and academic all-district cheerleader. Janet enjoys giving back and volunteers through Once Upon a Prom, Government in Action, feeding the homeless, and volunteering at the animal shelter. Janet also enjoys working with younger cheerleaders through the new cheer camp. After graduation, Janet plans to attend Texas Tech University and pursue a career as a diagnostic medical sonographer. Her assembly escort was Anthony Barone. Homecoming Queen nominee, James Edwards. Senior Queen nominee, Miss Jenna Mann. Jenna is escorted tonight by her father, Jason Mann. Jenna is the 17-year-old daughter of Jason and Brooke Mann. Her siblings are Sydney, Carrion, and Shelby. Jenna is a varsity cheerleader and an All-American cheer nominee. She is an active member of SCCOA and currently serves as chapter president. She is also a 2-time SCCOA state competition qualifier. She is also an officer of the National Honor Society. She also received Grand Champion honor with the 2023 Johnson County Youth Fair. Jenna loves giving back and has done a number of community service projects, including food drives and canned food drives. She is an active member of the First Baptist Church of Grandview. Outside of school, she is a part of the competitive dance team and serves as a dance assistant at her studio. She was invited to be on the national performance team for Stage 1, her studio. She also works at Midlothian Medical and Sports to gain experience towards her goal of going to college and owning her own chiropractic clinic. Her assembly escort is Carter Collins. Homecoming Queen nominee, Jenna Mann. Senior Queen nominee, Miss Emily Robertson. Emily is escorted tonight by her father, Dustin Robertson, and her stepfather, Eric Davies. Emily is the 17-year-old daughter of Mary Beth Davies and Dustin Robertson. Her siblings are Shane Robertson and Charlie Davies. She is the captain of the award-winning color guard. She is a 2-year member of the National Honor Society. Emily is an active member of Business Professionals in America and currently serves as the president of fundraising. This year, Emily is serving as yearbook editor and always enjoys captured moments from school. She also competes in UIL science and literary criticism. During her high school years, she is proud to have been a part of the state qualifying marching band, a state qualifier in DPA, and earning first place in the Winter Guard Championship. In her spare time, she enjoys community service and serves to food drives, stuffed animal donations, and working at the animal shelter and women's shelter. After graduation, Emily plans to attend the University of Michigan to study sports management or broadcasting, so one day she can own her own sports agency. Her assembly escort was Ryan Maiden. Homecoming team nominee, Emily Robertson. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a warm round of applause for all of your 2023 homecoming sports. Now, for the moment, we are all been waiting for the Grandview 2023 homecoming queen is Madison Clifty. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your 2023 homecoming queen, Madison Clifty. Also, one final round of applause for the entire homecoming court, all of the team nominees, and this year's class contestants.
John Houston Homes and Trinity Oaks Mortgage are excited to be building and financing new homes right here in Grandview. Located off of Gilliam and Kreiner Streets, they have new homes starting in the 340s. Floor plans range from 1,500 square feet to over 3,000 square feet. You can build from the ground up and go to the design studio to customize your home, or choose from some great move-in ready homes. Either way, they have lots of options for your growing family's needs and goals. You can get a new home with no down payment with USDA financing through Trinity Oaks Mortgage. They also have other loan programs from FHA, VA, conventional to help you qualify and get that dream home you've been looking for without having to leave the community you love. John Houston Homes and Trinity Oaks Mortgage are open this weekend and 7 days a week. So they invite you to come out and see them at their model home at 309 Tyler Street or call them at 866-512-9418.
Looking to put a new cedar picket fence around your pool? Need something aesthetically pleasing that won't restrict your view? Maybe you're in need of agricultural fencing. Whatever your needs entail, we encourage you to give Cleburne Fence a call today. Contact former Grandview Zebras Jason Allen and Ryan Britton at 817-645-3348. They're proud to support the Grandview student athletes, and we're proud to call them our partners. Visit them online at cleburne.net or give Cleburne Fence a call today at 817-645-3348 and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Hey Zebra fans, Brad Allred here with the Zebra Sports Network. And are you ever like me and want that coffee or delicious smoothie, but you're too lazy to go too far to get it? Well, our problems are solved. Entwined Grounds, a coffee and smoothie bowl food truck serving Johnson County and the surrounding areas. They're located at 901 East Kreiner Street in Grandview. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to noon. Contact them today at 903-229-3308. Entwined Grounds, a longtime partner with Zebra Sports Network. For over 20 years, B&C Exteriors has specialized in roofing, siding, windows, skylights, and gutters for residential customers across Texas and Oklahoma. Being locally owned and operated, B&C Exteriors have been Zebra supporters for over 40 years. Now that we're moving our way into fall, now is the perfect time to get a free estimate on your new roof. Contact my good friend Bill Dudley today at 817-866-4897 and let him know the Zebra Sports Network sent you. Hey Zebra fans, now's your chance to get your hands on the same shirts you see your Zebra Sports Network broadcasters wear. We want to thank our friends from Chaparral Golf Company for fitting us in our official gear in 2023. Chaparral Golf Company has quality shirts that you can wear for a day on the links or a night out with friends with many great selections available. Go place your order today at chaparralgolfco.com and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time, the Grandview Thunder and Herd Marching Band is proud to perform their 2023 production, Vengeance. This year's show centers around the theme of Nordic folklore and the infamous Vikings. It includes familiar music from the Ride of the Valkyries and from the Hall of the Mountain King. Tonight is the first night that the band presents their show in its entirety. We hope you enjoy the continued hard work of our band. Please welcome the Grandview Thundering Herd.
John Houston Homes and Trinity Oaks Mortgage are excited to be building and financing new homes right here in Grandview. Located off of Gilliam and Kreiner Streets, they have new homes starting in the 340s. Floor plans range from 1,500 square feet to over 3,000 square feet. You can build from the ground up and go to the design studio to customize your home, or choose from some great move-in ready homes. Either way, they have lots of options for your growing family's needs and goals. You can get a new home with no down payment with USDA financing through Trinity Oaks Mortgage. They also have other loan programs from FHA, VA, conventional to help you qualify and get that dream home you've been looking for without having to leave the community you love. John Houston Homes and Trinity Oaks Mortgage are open this weekend and 7 days a week. So they invite you to come out and see them at their model home at 309 Tyler Street, or call them at 866-512-9418.
Looking to put a new cedar picket fence around your pool? Need something aesthetically pleasing that won't restrict your view? Maybe you're in need of agricultural fencing. Whatever your needs entail, we encourage you to give Cleburne Fence a call today. Contact former Grandview Zebras Jason Allen and Ryan Britton at 817-645-3348. They're proud to support the Grandview student athletes, and we're proud to call them our partners. Visit them online at cleburne.net or give Cleburne Fence a call today at 817-645-3348 and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Hey Zebra fans, Brad Allred here with the Zebra Sports Network. And are you ever like me and want that coffee or delicious smoothie, but you're too lazy to go too far to get it? Well, our problems are solved. Entwined Grounds, a coffee and smoothie bowl food truck serving Johnson County and the surrounding areas. They're located at 901 East Kreiner Street in Grandview. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to noon. Contact them today at 903-229-3308. Entwined Grounds, a longtime partner with Zebra Sports Network. For over 20 years, B&C Exteriors has specialized in roofing, siding, windows, skylights, and gutters for residential customers across Texas and Oklahoma. Being locally owned and operated, B&C Exteriors have been Zebra supporters for over 40 years. Now that we're moving our way into fall, now is the perfect time to get a free estimate on your new roof. Contact my good friend Bill Dudley today at 817-866-4897 and let him know the Zebra Sports Network sent you. Hey Zebra fans, now's your chance to get your hands on the same shirts you see your Zebra Sports Network broadcasters wear. We want to thank our friends from Chaparral Golf Company for fitting us in our official gear in 2023. Chaparral Golf Company has quality shirts that you can wear for a day on the links or a night out with friends, with many great selections available. Go place your order today at chaparralgolfco.com and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Let's welcome Salon 050 to the Zebra Sports Network team. Ladies, if you're looking for a quality salon experience that you don't have to travel far for, consider Salon 050 to get you looking your best. Whether you are in need of a cut, color, root touch-up, or a new style, Salon 050 has you covered. And guys, you're covered too. Drop by 203 South 1st Street in Grandview for a fresh cut that will turn heads. Don't wait. Make your appointment today by calling Amanda Scarber at 817-441-3800 and let her know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Hunley Hydraulic Sales and Service is your #1 stop for all your hydraulic needs. Located at 3220 North Main Street in Cleburne, they're standing by ready to help you today. Whether you're in the need of hose, fittings, or hydraulic component sales and repair, Craig Hunley and the folks at Hunley Hydraulic have been taking care of their customers since 1982. Give them a call today at 817-558-4961 and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you. Welcome Shamrock Tube and Hose to the Zebra Sports Network. Shamrock Tube and Hose can create or replicate any brake hose or tube to your exact specifications. They can provide hoses for any type of car, truck, SUV, bus, trailer, motorhome, golf cart, forklift, and more. Providing fast, friendly, and dependable hydraulic and automotive hose repair or replacement. Go pay them a visit at 3220 North Main Street in Cleburne. Call them today at 817-980-3032. If you're in the market for buying or selling,
Brad Allred, Dan Vaughn, Josh Boop on the field. Back with you for your second half here. Zebras going to get the football first, leading 42-0. We'll have a running clock here in the second half as the Eagles will kick it off. Directional kick that'll go out of bounds. Grandview will have before we bring it back to football. Hey, congratulations to Maddie Cooksey. Lady Zebra volleyball great. Came away with a homecoming queen.
We're doing volleyball this afternoon, homecoming queen tonight. I mean, wow, that's impressive stuff, and it was a great halftime.
It was awesome. And you know what? I talked to her right at the end. In fact, I had her on the post game, and I asked her, I said, Maddie, what are you going to do if your name's called? She was like, you know what? I'm not quite sure. Well, Maddie, your name got called. I can't wait to find out.
Congratulations to Maddie. It was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I can't wait to find out how that experience was for her. Sweet girl, sweet girl. Very deserving. Congratulations to Maddie. I know that had to have been an awesome experience. 1st and 10 Zebras here from their own 42-yard line. Trips to the near side. Jaleel Allen will take it, and the handoff up the middle far side up to about the 45, 47-yard line. The ball carrier, Landon Ainsworth, wrapped up there near the hash mark. So we'll see Landon get to tote the rock here in half number 2.
Last week, couple touchdowns, and actually for the year, rather 2 touchdowns. But he had 4 carries last week, 14 yards. Did have a touchdown.
Yards on the year, yeah.
You know, he's getting some time there, getting the young guys some reps here.
Yeah, 5 yards there on the first down. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from the 47. Jaleel Allen has Ainsworth flanked to his right in the backfield. They'll bring Baronis in motion. The give to Baronis left side. Coming to the near side of the field, 50-45. Tripped up at the 40 and before he's driven out of bounds. But another big gain there for Baronis.
Going forward, that jet sweep, Baronis from one side. We've seen Ebner the other side. We've seen that Allen as well. That's a really big part of this playbook, and seeing it on either side, either receiver, 3 different guys can run that play, and again, seeing positive yardage, that jet sweep.
1st and 10, Zebras back to work. Allen, the quick outlet catch made by Wesley Hanna coming upfield. He'll get wrestled down out of bounds near the 30, I'll call it 32-yard line, gain of 7.
Blue Hubbard, great block out there as well. Those receivers are really good blockers. They've got to be in somebody's way. You see number 5 right there clearing the way. Mm-hmm. Those little screens, those bubble screens, the key is the other receiver close by putting that block out there.
Hubbard and Hanna on the near side of the field on 2nd and 2. They'll give to Ainsworth left side as he'll tuck up past the left tackle, across the 25. That'll be good enough to move the chains and give Grandview a first down. How about that? First down brought to you by White Oak Veterinary Clinic.
There we go.
We finally give them some love.
Tucked in there behind Easton Hallberg there, number 67 downfield, picking up the linebacker as well.
That kickoff tonight also sponsored by KCW in Construction, formerly Kid Custom Welding. Shout out to them. It is a screen pass to Blue Hubbard. 15-10, wrestled down at about the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. First down and goal for the Zebras. And again, our friends from KCW in Construction and now offer not only all your welding needs, but construction services such as tree mulching, land clearing, dirt work, pad sites, and more. Call them at 817-240-3845.
Hubbard last week, a 23-yard touchdown catch, and getting the catch right there.
Now Jaleel Allen takes a shotgun set. He's going to look left, survey. He'll go to that left corner, the back corner pass, caught in the end zone. Back corner touchdown. The fade route to Javon Matheson. And the Zebras on the board again.
Boy, he went drag route all the way across that zone, across the back of the end zone. That was a great throw. Great touch by Allen.
Yeah.
Just perfect touch there in the back corner of that end zone. But that was a drag route right across the end zone, the back line there, and no one picked him up.
Nice work. Now Angel Castillo on for the extra point attempt. The hold by Jaleel Allen. The kick is up. And it is good. 7:47 to go here in this third quarter. Grandview 49. Inspired Vision nothing. Back after the break on ZebraSportsNetwork.com.
B&B Muffler and Tire of Cleburne, Texas is a trusted wholesaler and retailer of quality mufflers, tires, shocks, wheels, trailer hitches, and more. They also do custom exhaust as well as vehicle inspections. Owners David Self and Brad Early are big Zebras fans, excited about our team. See them today for quick and friendly service. They're located at 402 South Main Street in Cleburne, Texas. You can reach B&B Muffler and Tire at
back here from Grandview. 49-0 Zebras. We'll take it down to the field. Josh, we've seen Jaleel Allen do it all tonight. Catches, punt returns. Now he's showing us what he can do with the arm. Nice little drive there at quarterback for number 6.
Yeah, I talked to him when he came out of halftime a little bit over here on the sideline, and I asked, I said, "You didn't get to play in the second half at all?" He goes, "Yeah, I get some reps at quarterback for the third quarter." So he's going to get a little bit, try to see a few more packages, work a few more things in, and his night will be over.
The return here for the Eagles, number 11 with it. Boy, a number of Zebras there to wrap him up on the return for the Inspired Vision Eagles. That is Uriel Rodriguez. And he's wrapped up near the, they'll probably mark that about the 27. No, they're going to mark it all the way up to the 32. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles here as they'll have the football. 49-0 our score. It has been all Grandview tonight from start to finish. And the Zebras really mixing it up here defensively in the third quarter.
We got some new faces out there, and we're going to
here now on the near side. Cade McGonigal playing some corner here on this drive as shotgun set here for Medina. Clock continues to run down to 5 on the play clock as Medina in the shotgun set. He will give Webb, try to come up left side, and just nowhere to run. The lanes, in fact, I shouldn't even call it a lane. It's not a lane. If there was one, it's being suffocated by the Zebra defense.
Right there, Austin Pryor, and look like as well just a host of black jerseys there. Also seeing out there Jamison Dunnigan getting a chance down at the right tackle spot.
Yeah, number 61 doing a fine job.
Wesley Hand on the right end spot, at right outside linebacker spot.
But now on 2nd and 11, they'll send twins to the near side of the field. 5 to go on the play clock. Divisional snap it here at 1. High snap. Quarterback looks to throw outside. The throw high. And, just past Caleb Quintero. Thought he was coming away with an interception.
Yeah, right. And you're looking at there, Ken Cooley saying, "What? It went right through your hands." He's like, what? Hold your hands up. He's waving at him, and it went right through Quintero's hands there.
He's having a little fun with his teammate on a Friday night. Why not? 49-0 Zebras here on homecoming night.
McGonigal also in the right corner getting some action out there. Let's see who else out there. Jake Basin out there now at the other, out there at tackle now.
Yeah, big number 54.
The nose tackle.
Can't miss him.
Yeah, the nose tackle there. Big sophomore.
Here we go on 3rd and 11. They'll roll out the quarterback Medina again. He looks to throw the screen intended for Rodriguez, short at the line of scrimmage.
Austin Pryor, hands are up, and make that throw, and you just can't when you get those hands up like that.
4th down and 11, as this will presumably force an Eagles punt. And you feel bad for Inspired Vision. Again, we talked about this last week with Gateway. We talked about with A+ Academy. You're talking about teams that are trying to build foundations,
yes,
build a culture. And you truly do it one play at a time.
Yeah.
And you hope that these guys can find some some form of small success to build on. It's been a tough season for them.
Well, you go back to that play earlier, play action pass in the second quarter, got him a first down. You know, you can build on that.
Right. Here on 4th down, he's going to roll out. Nowhere to go. Numbered Zebra defense there. Carter Collins just wrapping him up and burying him at the 48-yard line.
Quarter textbook right there, feet pumping right there. Doesn't get moved with the juke there and takes him down. And, again, it's small victories. Here's a replay right there. Watch Carter just sits there in space there.
See him waiting and then drops.
Get those feet moving right there. Also, Dunnigan as well. And, again, you're right, though. It's just the little things, a yard here, a yard there. You know, there's some size there. I mean, Inspired Vision's got some size in line, but it's just the technique. And watch the Zebras and they fire out. It doesn't matter if it's the first string, second team. Pads are low. It's textbook firing off the line of scrimmage. Unfortunately, Inspired Vision usually it steps up. It's not a fire off, and that's a real difference in that line of scrimmage.
First down from the 28, ball to the ground. Jaleel Allen picks it up, flings it out wide on the screen. to the Anthony Baronis down inside the 10, down to the 3-yard line, just making it look easy. And I noticed there, Dan, coming out of the change of possession, Coach John Jay, the offensive coordinator, it's like he's putting some soup together. He's like, well, give me a little bit of this, give me a little bit of that. He's got Elijah Dominguez out there
in the slot.
Yeah, as you see some different looks here, some different combinations from the Grandview offense. We'll see where they go here on 1st and goal. Jaleel Allen in the shotgun set, as you see the near shot here from the sideline, as Allen will roll right. It's still looking. He cuts up inside, now towards the goal line, and takes it in. Grandview touchdown. Jaleel Allen in from 5 yards out for the Zebra score, and it is 55-0 Grandview.
Yeah, pick your poison there. They do contain him initially, but then he puts that little fake on him, and they all freeze. He goes right on by him and tumbles in.
A touchdown courtesy of Sharp Wealth Management. As the Zebras find their way to the end zone, you can find your way into scoring the best in financial services. Give them a call today at 817-618-9882. Extra point attempt upcoming here for Castillo. Jaleel Allen on the hold. There's the snap, the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. 2:37 to go. All Grandview. 56-0 Zebras on ZebraSportsNetwork.com.
Hunley Hydraulic Sales and Service is your #1 stop for all your hydraulic needs. Located at 3220 North Main Street in Cleburne, they're standing by ready to help you today. Whether you're in the need of hose, fittings, or hydraulic component sales and repair, Craig Hunley and the folks at Hunley Hydraulic have been taking care of their customers since 1982. Give them a call today at 817-558-4961 and let them know the Zebra Sports Network sent you.
Back here from Grandview, 56-0. As the clock continues to roll, Grandview kicking it off. Kane Cooley. Now, Kane Cooley's leg has been put to work tonight, Dan. Kane's getting some work with that kicking leg.
And that one bounces right through into the end zone there. But, yeah, he has, and been getting the deep kicks, too.
Yeah, doing well.
Yeah, I want to go back to, and that's one thing that they're working on. We didn't talk about it a lot in the first quarter because they lost score 56, but the extra point situation is one. Angel Castillo has really come on as a soccer-style kicker, but he's still very young in this game. It's a timing thing right now, and that's we talked about last week. We're kind of nitpicking a little bit. The extra point, it seemed like it was a couple were blocked, and there were a couple times the ends were there. It wasn't so much the Zebra side, it's the timing between the center, Holder, in this case Allen, and then Castillo. They're still getting that timing down, and that's something we're watching going forward. They got to get that down when we get that meat of that last 3 ball games.
No question.
Those extra points and those field goals
crucial.
Could we loom large there as we go forward?
No doubt about that. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 25 as Medina will roll. Gets the screen out towards Webb, trying to find some running room towards the sidelines. Turns the corner, picks up about 5 before being forced out of bounds.
Yeah, Tom McElroy was out there in the corner, but they had that screen. They've run that screen a couple of times, and a couple of times they haven't been completed. That time they do. There was room out there, and then see if they can get it dropped over the line. They just dropped it over him, and the young guys, number 2s and 3s here. Sorry about that.
No, second down and 4 as they approach the line. And I looked down the sideline, and I mentioned this. I wanted to mention this because I had the opportunity to talk to him at halftime. Best wishes to Cade Gann, who's going to have surgery in a couple of weeks to repair that ACL. Got to speak with him at halftime, and your heart just breaks for that young man in his senior year, coming out playing football for the first time as a senior. Of course, a standout basketball player.
Yes.
He's going to be down 12 to 18 months, he told me. So basketball over for him as a player. But what I was thrilled to hear and what I think says a lot about his character is Cade told me, he looked right at me and said, don't think for a minute I won't be on there on the sidelines of my team.
That's awesome.
Doing what I can do to help them in terms of trying to bring to the table his experiences and what to look for. And I think that says so much about him and who he is and his character.
It's unfortunate there's no red shirt in high school. You don't get, and although I've had many a dream that I can go back, but when you're done, you're done. And, you don't have a medical red shirt, and it's unfortunate. But to hear that and just being out there, and he'll be a real inspiration for him.
Yeah, he'll be a voice on that basketball sideline, no question, as I look down there He's down there with his team tonight, kind of hobbling around a bit as he anticipates. He told me they're waiting on that swelling to go down before surgery comes. So we want to wish Cade nothing but the best. Think the world of that young man and who he is and his character, and comes from a great family, great upbringing. So best wishes to number 10 as we wish him all the best. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll come back for the fourth. 56-0 Zebras on ZebraSportsNetwork.com.
John Houston Homes and Trinity Oaks Mortgage are excited to be building and financing new homes right here in Grandview. Located off of Gilliam and Kreiner Streets, they have new homes starting in the 340s. Floor plans range from 1,500 square feet to over 3,000 square feet. You can build from the ground up and go to the design studio to customize your home, or choose from some great move-in ready homes. Either way, they have lots of options for your growing family's needs and goals. You can get a new home with no down payment with USDA financing through Trinity Oaks Mortgage. They also have other loan programs from FHA, VA, conventional to help you qualify and get that dream home you've been looking for without having to leave the community you love. John Houston Homes and Trinity Oaks Mortgage are open this weekend and 7 days a week. So they invite you to come out and see them at their model home at 309 Tyler Street, or call them at 866-512-9418.
Back here from Grandview, great work on the picture-in-picture there. Picture-in-picture from our executive producer, Rogelio Martinez, Derek Dykes, Ryan Allred on the cameras tonight. Big appreciation and thanks to them as well. We'll get the ball coming left. Gets dropped at about the 40-yard line. Good tackle there, preventing the ball carrier from going to the edge. As I believe that was Carroll that made the stop.
Preston Carroll got in there, and a moment before we were in the break, there was a long run, about a 9-yard run or 10-yard run, actually, for a first down for the Eagles, and they didn't get the contain. Got the contain there, and Preston Carroll's okay. He fooled me last time. Not this time.
Not doing it again.
No, not doing it again.
2nd down and 9 here from the 40 as the clock continues to run. We'll send it down to Josh Boop here in a minute because I got a great question for Josh. I want him to try to gauge the sideline. We'll go to him after this play. Is on 2nd down. It'll be Medina who will roll right to add some pressure, throws it up. Oh, catch attempted by Kalala is dropped. Josh, as I go down to you on the sideline, 10 minutes to go, 56-0, and while the game is not in question for Inspired Vision, they have yet to score a point in district play. How important do you feel like it is on that Zebra bench right now to protecting this shutout?
It's very important. I mean, they got the guys who got in there. They're still being coached hard, and again, they're trying to put something on film here. But don't get them wrong. They're taking pride in what they do right now, and the goal is to keep them off the scoreboard. And really, it's from what it sounded like down there, walking down here for the fourth quarter, the goal is to keep them on this side of the 50.
3rd and 9 here. They'll try to do that. That one taken right out of the air. Interception made by the Zebras. Coming back the left side. A convoy for Gavin Carroll finally brought down at the 30, and the Zebra defense comes up with a big play.
And a face mask, too. The only reason they brought Gavin Carroll down because they got a piece of that black face mask. If not, he's going to score.
The end zone.
And that ear hole turned around there, but he was on his way. He went up to get that thing, too, and that's at the point. I mean, and just amazing work there by Gavin Carroll. And, again, he goes the distance. They don't get the face mask, and they're discussing it here, but they're going to add 15 onto it.
They're going to add 15 more onto the end of this as the turnover. Big turnover there for the Zebras in terms of trying to protect this shutout. They'll add 15 more on the end of it.
Granted, this would be, the 6th straight shutout. They wear uniforms too, right? I mean, shutting out, it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters who. Right. It's 6 straight shutouts. That's pretty impressive. I don't care what district, what state, what level. That's impressive.
Right, yeah. And for the Zebras, again, haven't given up a point in the month of October. The defense coming to play, and they come up with a big play right there. So now the Grandview offense on the field from the 15-yard line. Ryder Hayes back in at quarterback for this fourth quarter. They'll bring Wesley Hanna and Elijah Dominguez to the far side of the field. Ainsworth now lined up to the left of Hayes in the shotgun set. They'll take it on 1st down. Give to Ainsworth coming right. And I mean, nobody out there. He cuts up 5 and he walks it into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Grandview.
Yeah, they sealed that right side over there. Boy, great work on that right side. Looked like a cast of black jerseys just sealing it out over there. Mainly, at least from my vantage point, looked like, it's hard to tell.
Elijah Dominguez made a great block out there,
Dominguez made a great block on the right side. And also looked like Basson as well. And
when you go in untouched, it's impressive. It's the extra point up, and it is good.
Again, the timing. Look at the silver or the gray jerseys around. We got to watch that timing right there. We're going to watch this play again here on the replay. But watch, I believe that's. Pardon me, that's not Basson.
Basson, you're right there, 54 with a great block, and Dominguez out there. Also, Will Mathis. Will Mathis doing a great job.
There's some athletic linemen here, and get those big guys out there with some footwork in open space. That's impressive. But again, I want to go back to that extra point. You're seeing that, and again, that's a timing thing. And they had it down in the first half. Looks like they've kind of maybe let the guard down a bit. But interesting to see if they get one more score. They could kind of get that timing down. That's one thing we're going to watch that going forward.
Yeah. So 63-0 our score, which matches the score Zebras put up against Gateway Christian last week. In fact, this will be the 3rd consecutive shutout for the Zebras if they can hold on to it, their 4th of the season.
And one more thing, too. You got a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things. I use Dominguez, for example, can play tailback, slot back,
defensive end.
We just Ainsworth carried the ball as well. I mean, you got a lot of depth there.
Kalala will take it 25-yard line, goes up the far side, driven out about the 35.
Allen can play quarterback.
Yep.
He can also play slot.
Right.
You've got some pieces, and if you're trying to scheme going forward, going into November and then October, tail end of October, November, trying to scheme this thing defensively, you can watch some tape, but that doesn't always tell the story because really you've got almost 3 different sort of, I don't want to call them units, but kind of plans you can go with. That makes it tough at this level to scheme defensively.
And let's say you're West. Let's say you're next week's opponent. Who do you scheme for?
Yeah, right.
Because you've got different looks you're having to prepare for. You prepare for Ryder Hayes, or do you prepare for Jaleel Allen? And that's 2 different. That's two different roads you're going down.
2 different roads and 2 different ways to be attacked.
Yes, no question. Now back to work. Molina will throw it up, one-on-one coverage out there. Catch almost made, but out of the hands of the intended receiver. Now step by step. Down there with him was number 20, Gavin Carroll.
Gavin Carroll right there and right with him. And I'll go back to what you were saying, too. We saw Allen early on. It was more the running game, but he's throwing now, so he's a dual threat. We saw Ryder running the ball the last, against Maypearl, also a throwing threat. What do I prepare for? Who do I prepare for? And which version am I preparing for? And that really creates, at this level, with the depth you have, a real challenge in what you're watching on the video.
Next week against West is going to be an interesting game on a lot of different fronts for both teams. So that'll be one to definitely keep your eye out on. Is Molina trying to throws it up, intended for Uriel Rodriguez, but a bit high as the pressure was coming there from the Zebras as Wesley Hanna was coming in.
Hanna came in. Austin Pryor really went for the fake there on the dive, on the play action, but he created the first pressure, and then Hanna came in and made that throw a little higher over everybody but Medina and out in nowhere's land.
So 3rd and 10 now. The clock continues to run. 4:18 to go in this one. We want to definitely have an opportunity to thank all of our sponsors. I'll get to them in a minute, because in games like this, we often don't have the time, particularly in the second halves, to talk about what they bring to the table, because there's no us without them. As the screen pass, a good one here. Up towards the tailback there, Kenneth Webb whistles blow.
There's 2 penalties in the play. I believe there's going to be a personal foul. I believe we had movement, too.
We did, up there on the front. They whistled that one dead.
There was a jailbreak on that screen pass. It's the one play they're building on. They're building something here, the Eagles. And
trying to get the ball to Webb, trying to utilize his speed out in some open space. We'll talk about this one. Now they stop the clock, 3:32 to go. Been all Grandview tonight.
It was a personal foul, if that was a hold back by the quarterback where Medina went down. And
we'll see here. We'll get an indication from the...
One flag's the near side on the Zebra sideline, right on the line of scrimmage. And
Check the flag. Here's the referee. Will update us on these penalties. Looked to me like both infractions were against the Eagles. This verified.
Considering it's been a fairly penalty-free ball game.
Yeah, it's been a clean ball game. A couple of face masks, and other than that, not much.
Still waiting for a signal here, but
or is this going to be offsetting? Let's find out.
Okay, they moved.
Yeah, legal movement. That penalty's declined. So what? Both of them, dead ball, personal foul, face mask against them.
Okay.
Inspired vision. That one will be accepted. It'll move him back half the distance.
I think when the lineman may have grabbed Pryor's face mask as he went by trying to chase Medina, that may have been what it was. The other one was the movement. Somebody got a little ahead of themselves there.
Mm-hmm. So I'll move the ball back to the 20-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down and 25 here for the Eagles. They'll wind that clock up and get it moving. And now they'll wind that clock up here on 3rd down. 20 seconds on the play clock as the Eagles from the line of scrimmage. See those trip receivers to the far side of the field. Inspired vision as quarterback Medina will bark the signals. He'll turn, look left, flings it out left, but no one home. Big thanks to all of our sponsors, as we mentioned, that make these broadcasts possible. Our friends from Grandview Bank, CA Stone and Dozer Service, B&C Exteriors, Buck Realty, Kennedale Mansfield Plumbing, Heating and Air, Cleburne Fence, Burleson Nissan, and Twine Grounds, KCW and Construction, White Oak Veterinary Clinic, Sharp Wealth Management, Grandview Dental, Chaparral Golf Company, B&B Muffler and Tire in Cleburne, Salon 050, the Master Custom Pools, Shamrock Tube and Hose, John Houston Homes, Hunley Hydraulic, all our great friends that make these broadcasts possible. I know that we've gotten so much feedback, and we certainly are thankful for those that are enjoying the broadcast each and every week. But make no mistake about it, Dan, without them, there is no us.
No, there's no doubt, and we appreciate it. I mean, I doing the for example, this week, doing the I don't know what happened here, but I looked down there something was going on. Right. But doing the Classroom Champion this week, for example.
Shamrock Tube and Hose.
And thanking them, what great partners these are for us. And we can't do this without them.
No.
You don't see the band at halftime without them.
Right.
All the things we do without them.
Right.
And thanks, a big tip of the cap.
Yeah, unfortunately, in the world we live in, every little bell, every little whistle, it costs money.
Yeah.
And we have all these great partners that want to step up and make it possible for us to showcase our student athletes. And not only our student athletes, but all our students, our band, all of our groups that make Grandview what it is. We couldn't do it without them. So thank you to each and every one of you. We certainly appreciate it.
It's funny, we were pulling in today and coming off the freeway, my wife and I, because we're going to Lubbock after the game. And she's like, and Twine Grounds. I mean,
Twine Grounds, yeah.
she knows.
Like, man, I wish they were open. Pull in there now and get one.
We're like a couple hours late.
That's right, yeah. All of our great folks. Yeah. We couldn't do it without all the great sponsors. So we thank each and every one of them. And we certainly try to bring you the best product that we can each and every week, not only to make the viewers proud, but we want to make the sponsors proud as well and be happy with their partnership with us. So thank you to each and every one of them. 2:15 to go in this one as it's 4th down, and they're going to punt it away. Will Inspired Vision as the Zebras send Jalil Allen. No, that is not Jalil Allen. That's Javion Matheson back deep here for the Zebras. The short kick going to go out of bounds at the 34-yard line, and Zebras will come out and take a couple of knees.
That'll be it.
And then that'll be it. And it's on to 6-1 and 5-0 in district play.
Homecoming in the books and headed to West next week and back. Ratchet up a little bit. You got 3 in a row. They're going to be each one huge, and where you wind up in November and where you wind up in the pecking order and when you go forward, seeding and all that's in play here. It is game on next week.
Where is the journey going to take us? We're going to find out in the next 3 weeks.
This has sort of been the I don't know, almost
the appetizer.
Yeah, the appetizer platter.
I'm getting hungry, so I'm talking about
the appetizer platter. This is the appetizer platter. Because coming up is the main course.
The steak's coming out soon.
It's coming out, man. It's coming out. And and the good thing is, too, I think just as we're watching here, and they're going to take the knee, And I think Coach Ebner said it. He's watched a lot of guys get a lot of action in this middle portion of the schedule, teaching moments while the game's played, not when they're practicing, which are still teachable moments, but seeing guys grow up and say, okay, I get it. I'm in. They see the result in the field. For a young team, these have been great reps the last few weeks.
No doubt about it. And this team, again, the maturation process that we've talked about, especially for the young players, they'll continue to grow. And now as we come into the booth, they're going to have great moments, Dan, and great opportunities over the next couple of weeks to really kind of find themselves as we get into the Wests of the world, as we get into the Whitneys where the district's going to be decided. It could very well be moments where you get some of those guys that have the time to step up and shine.
There are some guys that have had some reps you're going to be needing. You're going to look up and there's going to be a player. I mean, we've been talking a lot about Elijah Dominguez, for example. There's going to be a need for him at some point. You're going to see, we talked about Wesley Hanna, some pressure earlier. Some of the younger linemen, too, do what they're doing. You're going to need those guys. I mean, yes, you've got your Allens of the world and your Hayes of the world and your Cannons of the world. I almost forgot.
There's that Casey Cannon kid.
But you've got those guys.
Yeah.
But the other pieces, Ebner and really this Baronis, these are all pieces of the we're Carter Collins. I mean, these are all pieces of the puzzle that you're going to need going forward.
Yeah, and Josh, as we take it down to you, these games against these charter schools, with all due respect to them, they're just in different places trying to build the foundations of their teams. Now Grandview's going to get into the meat of the schedule. At West next week, then Whitney here at home, and then finish with Madison. Kind of give us your impressions on where you feel like this Grandview Zebra team is heading into the most important games of the year.
Well, if you're a coach, sometimes you break the season up into. You can say.
Now we got you, Josh.
Now we got you. Go ahead.
You got me now? Okay. As a coach, I think that sometimes you break the season up into several quarters. You can say 3 quarters, 4 quarters, whatever you want to say. You have your preseason, you have your district, your playoffs. But I think when you look at this district, you break it down to this last the last third of the season that really matters, and that's what they're going to have to come out and really focus on. And I promise you, they've already been focused on that for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, there's no question about that. And as they head into West, and I'll ask both of you this, Josh, I'll come to you first. Games in the district on the road can be tricky, right? They're not always layups. The way they look on paper isn't always how it plays out. If you're Ryan Ebner and you're this Grandview coaching staff, how do you reel this team back into knowing that, number one, the competition's going to be a little different next week, and number two, it's those little details. You got to make sure you're polished, because you don't want a team like West to come up and bite you in the wrong time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that any sport that we have or here at Grandview, playing at West is difficult. It's a tough place to play, no matter what sport we're playing. And so, but I don't think in the years that I've been here with Zebra Sports Network and also been a fan of Grandview, I don't think I've ever seen a Grandview team, or especially a Ryan Ebner team, take anyone lightly. And I don't expect that. I think you'll see a different gear from them. You'll see a different gear from guys like Jalil Allen and Ryder Hayes. They'll turn it up a notch, and you'll see a different level of play from those guys as they move forward.
I think that's an excellent point, Josh. And Dan, final question for you tonight. Another 63-0 win. Now you turn the page. You get ready for next week. You know that the journey you take and the path in front of you, you're going to be the one to decide it. You want to go win a district championship? Go get 3 more wins, and you can do that, and it starts this week at West.
Well, and Coach Ebner's talked about the young team, and going on the road, you're right. In a district game, they're always tricky, especially going down to West, but it's a different routine. You're going to be leaving early. You're not here at your home stadium. You've got, visiting locker room, and you got a lot of young guys that haven't done that, but they've had success in the field. I think that's been a big plus. It's different, and don't be shocked to go down there, and it's a little tighter than you want it to be. But I think this team, as you mentioned, if you want to decide your fate, you're going to rise the occasion. And the young kids, as he talked about, rise to the occasion and get these opportunities, and it ain't going to be easy.
Nope.
You're right. These games are tricky when you go on the road in the district, especially in places like West, but it should be a dandelion next week. As we say in Australia, a cracker it should be, and we're looking forward to it. But again, I love where this team is. I just don't know how you scheme them defensively with the depth and what they've got and with in the youth that they've got.
They got a lot to bring to the table, and we're certainly excited for next week. We appreciate everyone that's been a part of this one tonight. Again, we want to thank all of our great sponsors one more time. Our great friends from Grandview Bank, from Cleburne Fence, Burleson Nissan, B&C Exteriors, B&B Muffler and Tire, John Houston Homes, Trinity Oaks Mortgage, Kennedale Mansfield Plumbing, Heating and Air, LeMaster Custom Pools, CA Stone and Dozer Service, Buck Realty and Twine Grounds, Kid Custom Welding and Construction, White Oak Veterinary Clinic, Sharp Wealth Management, Grandview Dental, Chaparral Golf Company, Shamrock Tube and Hose, Hunley Hydraulics, Salon 050, all our great friends that make these broadcasts possible each week. Big thanks to Derek Dykes, Ryan Allred on the cameras tonight, Rogelio Martinez, the absolute best executive producer in the business, nobody better. Josh Boot down on the sidelines, bringing us all the coverage from down there. What a great new feature and wrinkle we brought from my good friend Dan Vaughn here in the booth with me. Brad Allred signing off from Grandview, where tonight the Zebras take care of business. They win by a final score of 63-0. Like my good friend DV always says, folks, let's be a little bit better tomorrow than we were today. Let's be good to one another, and let's come back next Friday night and have some more fun. Until then, Zebra Sports Network signing off from Grandview. Zebras win. Have a great weekend, everybody.